means ecstasy in Dwarvish. You could go
Ecstasy, yes.
go with
We always
that,
start
Baker.
out with something
Ecstasy
weird,
and
don't we?
Dwarvish. That's
Hi,
what we
welcome
got
to Ecstasy
tonight.
and Dwarvish, where we play
Hey.
D&D sometimes.
Just kidding. That's on the only glitches.
The person I was saying that to though knows who knows
Mm.
Dormu is, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. Well, anyway, this is not actually Heroes of the Forgotten, where we like to play some D&D in my little homebrewed version of Toril. I am Dr. Diz, and here are all of the players. Well, some of the players. Anyway. So, last time, they continued their way through the temple that they were in, the Temple of the Elder Eye, and kind of grueling through this. They're kind of low on resources at this point, and the librarian, known as Zumphin, the four-armed skeleton, has led them to the throne room. At least the door that should go into the throne room. And Telver sent his familiar through into the other room, kind of flew around the room and gave the party a description of kind of a bridge extending out to a platform with some type of like green liquid below and some type of some braziers or something around the platform and maybe something in the middle before something reached up out of the liquid and just snuffed out his familiar.
Everything's fine.
Everything's gonna be all right. And from there, I guess we'll jump back in over to the map here. Somebody's throwing some dice out.
That's where we decided who was playing who.
Ah, I got you. Yeah, it does that. Whenever I move back in and it makes that source active, any dice that you guys have thrown, it just goes, throws them all on the screen at once. Pretty funny. All right,
we need to
so
get
you
that
guys
as like an actual chat thing where like they can use chat points to chuck dice at you.
Yeah, just throw random dice. So you guys are standing in a small room here, relatively small in comparison to the rest of the temple. There is a pool of this green liquid in the middle that seems to be pretty deep that Keltash had jumped into after trying to mind link with it. And it convinced him that he needed to take a bath in the green liquid. So you guys pulled him out of there, and he's huddled in the corner at the moment.
Yeah, 2 out of 5 stars. Would not recommend.
And you guys are standing before the door. And as you're doing that, Telver is just kind of rubbing his face, trying to figure out what you guys need to do. And he's like, you guys see that he thinks he has an idea, and he pulls out this book that he's been carrying around, and he opens it up, and you can hear the spine kind of creak on it. It's this older book, and he starts flipping through the pages, and he says, "This is odd. Never."
That was perfectly timed, Russ.
Yeah.
Beautiful jingle.
Not on purpose, sorry. Although,
he says,
if it's good, I take credit.
"This is odd. I never seen this in here before." And he kind of looks up to you guys and looks back down, and he just starts to lean in towards the book. And as he does, it's like you see his skin start to change, and this clothes that he's wearing starts to become almost liquid-like, and he just turns into a puddle of water and splashes on the floor, the book landing open.
I don't like that. There's been a lot of splashy, gooey things in here. I don't like that.
Yeah, scoop them into a
Careful
vial.
not to look at what's on the page. Meridius reaches down and grabs the book and closes it.
Okay. Picks it up.
And puts it in his pack because he doesn't know what the hell just happened, but he doesn't want to become what Telver just became.
Okay.
Can I scoop him up into a vial?
You can attempt to, yeah. So
Okay.
just as
I feel like that's
it's-
disrespectful.
as you try to you're trying to scoop liquid. I mean, it's just water, and it just kind of soaked into the stone that's on the floor. So you're able to get a little bit of water up off the stone floor into a vial, but definitely not the majority of it.
Maybe
Why
a
like
rag?
this?
We could something absorbent.
Or we just don't touch.
Mordecai looks at Meridius and goes, Can I see the... No.
Mordecai would want to read the book.
Mordecai kind of hangs his head a little bit. We're not losing anyone else in here to whatever the hell this is. When we're out of here and in a safer place, maybe you can see whatever it was he looked at. And then Mordecai will just kind of stand there and look at him, wanting that book, but also understanding that Meridius is not going to hand that book over without a fight.
The skeletal figure looks around at you. That is an interesting book. Would like to look at it at some point. If we survive.
Did you give him this book from the library?
That is not one of mine.
Okay. In Meridius' mind, he's thinking, if so, this gives me the reason to slaughter you now.
Oh,
Meridius do be thinking murder a lot.
He's undead.
I know. But still, Meridius do think murder a lot.
it's very murdery boy.
Very well. Shall we go through the door?
Our plan has now changed. The plan was for Mordecai to put on the necklace and wield the staff and take Telver through the door, while we lay here and wait with the door open to hear what happened. Clearly, Telver is not part of the plan anymore.
The slime still an option?
Nope. No, it's not. Nope.
Just need to
Keltash,
hold me down.
The
Nope.
slime took you easily and tried to kill you.
Well, welcome me into its ooey gooey embrace. But I'm saying if I am restrained, I may be able to, deputize it. We know from the ethereal bird that there's more, and it just seems that it could be useful.
Keltash, I'm gonna teach you something from back home. Don't go having intense conversations with something if you can't tell where its brain is.
Well, I think that its brains are all of it,
Yeah, no.
like a
no.
jellyfish.
No.
You know,
Don't.
They-
No. Mm-mm.
like the whole thing, like that.
No.
You know.
Don't. Nope. Mm-mm. Stay away from it.
But you heard multiple voices.
Well, kind of like all for one and one for all sort of a thing. Like, there are a lot of them that make up the one sort of thing.
That's some culty evil ass shit. I'm not messing with it.
I'm not saying that it's going to be our friend and
But you want to
join
make
us at the
friends with it.
tavern. I'm
Well, that's just what
saying,
happens when many lost souls become one entity. They fight for dominance, knowing not who is in charge, and they wish to just add to the pile rather than increase.
I'm not gonna ask why you know that.
Well, you see.
Nope, nope, I'm not asking. I don't want to know.
What? Okay. Just know that I have a reason. There is a method to my madness. Yes?
Uh-huh.
So
Alright,
if we try to proceed with the plan, our librarian definitely cannot be the one that goes. He's not allowed through the door, according to him.
It's forbidden, but I don't know if there's anything preventing me entering the room.
You misunderstand. The plan was for and he motions at Mordecai, the high priest, to bring in a new rebellious apostle to see the individual running in the throne room. You are already changed. He would
looks
know
down at
that,
his hand. I see.
He would know that you are not what they are trying to accomplish.
What of Elril? What if we send him?
Having the healer with Mordecai would go well.
And we're not leaving ourselves defenseless. I do have healing capabilities myself.
I would have almost sent Keltash if he were willing, but he tried to jump in with this little pool, and what Telver says is accurate. There's even more on the other side of this door.
Okay, look. Let's just have a little experiment, okay? There's plenty of us here, all right? All y'all just need to hold on to some of my bits, and I'll try again. I know what I'm getting into this time.
None of us want to touch your bits.
Well, you don't have to touch the naughty bits, but the other bits are still safe, okay? So, y'all can just hold on. I know what I'm getting into. I'm ready. And I can see if there's a way to defend against it, befriend it, control it.
If it's like a hive mind thing, though, aren't you gonna give all of us away if you're trying to talk to the hive mind?
I haven't been paying attention to hardly anything anyone has been saying, so that's not a problem. And as friend Spoofy said, they may be craving a whole mind to complete their fractious mind. If I were given the chance to present the whole mind they are desirous of, I mean, what if I get ooze armor out of this? What if we get an ooze golem? You know what we won't get by not trying is anywhere.
You know what we won't get by not trying? We won't get dead.
Well, worse things than death, really. I believe that. I don't, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
I guess I don't either. But anyway, let's just do this. Come on. There's lots of you. I'm not gonna jump in. Come on.
If we don't stop you, you're gonna do it anyway, aren't you?
I most certainly am. Yep.
How much do you weigh?
Yeah. Yeah. So you can hold the furthest away bit and stay away.
He asked how much you weigh.
Oh, how much I weigh. I'm sorry. I told you I'm not listening. I don't know. A few stone, I think is the current measuring system, isn't it? Right? Like a
hate
few
the
of them.
fact he
You know, I
said
mean,
stone.
I don't know if we're
Fucking
talking
hate
about
it.
like boulders or river rocks. I don't know.
We've had arguments about stone as a way to measure before.
I
So you
fucking
just set him the fuck up.
fucking hate this. Damn it.
Hand me your manacles. All of them.
And I like in Thunderdome, I have like manacles coming out of everywhere. Like where are these? I have like
Pirates 3, fucking
a
Elizabeth Swann.
lot of manacles.
As he does this, Meridius puts his hands, Keltesh's hands behind his back,
Yes.
and locks them in place, and then locks his legs together.
Too tight. Jeez. Ow. All right. Gosh.
They're your
Not into
manacles,
that.
man.
Okay.
You're the one who has them set that tight. I don't think they're adjustable.
Oh, well, you put on the dwarf ones then, damn it.
He knew what he was up to.
Elreal, if he goes to move, I need your assistance.
Now, look, the thumb cuffs are not necessary, okay? Those are more of a novelty, really. Or for
That-
Fey people. You know how tiny
Now
they can
has
be.
his seven Chinese handcuffs on.
I have them cuffs.
You're an interesting specimen, Kildash.
We'll say Elreal's on standby to help hold on to him, I guess. I don't freaking know. Yeah, he's
Right
helping.
before he does this, Meridius pulls his trident, sticks it in front of Keltash's face, and says, "You saw what this did to the guards." And he sticks it into the stone right in front of Keltash. If you go to pass it under the influence of this whatever, that'll be at your own peril.
I need one of them.
Just to confirm, we are friends, right? I mean, right?
You said restrain you.
Yeah,
You're
well,
restrained.
yeah. Like, physically, not fatally. I mean,
It'd be fun.
This didn't kill a guard.
Did he wish it? I don't know. Anyway, let's do this. I'm ready.
As the librarian walks over to you, maybe I can assist you.
Oh, he didn't even move next to the pool before he started doing this. He's still in the freaking corner.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I meant to move.
Oh.
There.
Okay.
We just restrained him to the corner.
Oh,
now
gosh, now I'm standing on
Mordecai's
people.
on top of him.
You're
Oh,
gonna move
God.
Mordecai up.
Get out of here, Mordecai.
I'm crying. I'm laughing so much over here.
God's
Would you
blessing watch over you, friend.
take my assistance? As he's reaching out one of his skeletal hands towards you.
Oh, well, you see, I'm bound, but if you just a little over this way, you know.
He kind of reaches over and grabs your shoulder.
Does a little reach around.
Okay.
So the scene, Meridius has got the chain wrapped around his arm and pulling back, and the trident is in front of Keltash's face between him and the pool.
All right.
Not the first time he's been bound.
And then Elreal's to the side of him, ready to grab on.
Yep.
And the librarian there is got a hand on his shoulder. As he places the hand on your shoulder, you see his eyes like light up with this green energy, This little like flames, and you feel this like rush of just exhilaration like enter into your body through his hand as you initiate your link.
Yeah, that stuff gives you wings. Yeah, all right. And I do the thing. I'm not gonna roll it because it doesn't need to, but yeah, I do the thing.
Okay. You close your eyes, and I need you to roll a charisma saving throw with advantage.
Oh wait, I can do the thing. I know how to do the thing, guys. I remember from last time. Yes. Wait, how do you do the saving throw with advantage? You click on it, and then it comes up with. Nope, it doesn't. Yeah, it comes up. It comes up. There you go. Saving throw with advantage. Oh, that wasn't that great. 9, 10.
You got a 10. I'm just double checking something real quick.
Oh, right. I remember last time I was asking for charisma boosts.
I got you, Kaltash. I got you. I play the advantage card.
Ooh,
Yeah, he
I already
already
had
had
advantage, though.
So, wait, no, that's attack. Wait, attack roll, ability check, or saving throw can be rolled with it. Oh,
That's
That was-
a paladin. Don't you have an aura?
I'm not level 7.
Oh.
It's a little late now. I mean,
My
let's
auras
do
don't
this.
take effect till
I
7.
thought it was
Gotcha.
a reroll.
We'll refund that card.
Alright.
Because let's see.
Okay.
All right, so with a 10, you feel. It feels almost like your soul is trying to jump into the pool itself, right? And it's almost like you're diving in as you feel like hundreds of what feels like hands reaching out to like touch you.
Uh-oh.
And you hear the voices. Join us. Be bathed and reborn.
Yeah.
Be worthy in the sight of the eye.
Yes.
As you feel the chain go tight,
Ooh.
Meridius, as he's trying to pull forward. As that happens, Keltash, you feel yourself floating in the liquid, but all of a sudden, something else is there with you. Something dark is wrapping around you,
Well, no.
and it's pushing back all these hands that are trying to touch you.
Yeah.
And you hear, "Step back." As the chain goes loose a little bit, Meridius, as you feel him lean back a little bit. And as you kind of feel yourself relax, Keltash, before you starts to appear this ghostly black image. It looks blob-like, kind of. Then you see all of these little eyes start to appear where maybe a head should be. And you hear
Like too many eyes, though?
too many, yeah, too many eyes. You hear, "This is not your path." And then you hear, "Step back." And as that happens, you feel yourself fall backwards into Meridius as you open your eyes.
Well, hey, I think you can untie me now. I'm done with that. Yeah, that wasn't a bad idea. It just wasn't I think we're going in different directions, really. Yeah.
Seeing other people.
Yeah, irreconcilable, as it were, differences, that is.
Trix was trying to keep an eye on the librarian during that to make sure he wasn't looking sketchy or anything. Did he just kind of stand there and
You can roll perception and
meditate?
see
Okay.
what you saw.
Okay. 16?
16. You saw his eyes light up as he touched Keltash's shoulder, and as Keltash went into this mind link, you saw him kind of jerk back himself, and you could see this like green like energy kind of flowing from his like down his skeletal arm into Keltash, and then when Keltash broke back free, you saw the librarian kind of pull back and step away.
Two things, Keltash.
Yes.
First, what did you see?
Well, I mean, if you're going for a visual representation, there was like it was very handsy. It was like very touchy-feely, but not in a hug kind of a way. And yeah, they were just, the whole "come join us," blah blah blah, same as last time.
Like they were like they were reaching for you.
Yeah, like kind of, like this kind of, but not in like a
like trying to pull you in.
yeah, gently, but also firmly, and very definitely, kind of that. Yeah.
Do I feel like that's all that he sensed down there, DM, since he launched back into me versus the last time he went in the pool?
You could roll insight, and since if that's all you're saying, I would have Keltash. You would roll deception there, as
it's worth a shot.
You didn't lie to him, but you definitely weren't telling him everything. So
it's always worth a shot, kids. You never know. Well, five's not. Charisma.
Oh no!
Hold on.
Hey.
Oh, it's an 8.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, darn.
So as he's telling you that, you feel like there's something else as he kind of pauses between his words and seems unsure of where he's stopping at.
Keltash,
Yep,
I had
yes.
to order you out of that pool.
Mhm.
This time
Yep.
you came back forcefully into me. What else did you see?
Well, so there was kind of this an additional blob-ish in there. Very black in color. Not that anything's wrong with that. I mean, green slime, black slime, or blobs, whatever, it's whatever. But it's just this one had eyes, like a lot of them, and they were not in a very pleasing orientation, kind of a asymmetrical kind of thing, and yeah, when I fell back, it was because it pushed me and said that this is not on my path, or maybe the path, or maybe this is not the way. I don't know. Anyway, it was saying do not proceed with that.
So as he
I'm
says
sure
that, Meridius
it's-
walks over and grabs his trident,
Mhm.
and he's still bound on the floor. And he looks at the librarian and goes, "Does that sound like your deity?"
No. The Elder Eye is a single piercing Aye, not many.
And the second thing, Keltash, you have the keys on you somewhere. You never gave them to me.
Oh, I mean, search me, because they're well. Let's see. The thumb cuffs are gonna be in
As the
my,
librarian walks over and kind of
search
waves his
here.
hand behind Keltash's back, and you feel the manacles just unlock
Oh,
and fall to the
wow.
floor.
Okay. Hey, do you mind? As I'm taking all the stuff off, do you mind if I just what is it that can resist that? Just so I know, I like to collect manacles and yeah. So,
You want manacles that resist being magically unlocked?
yeah. That's
You
nice.
see
I
his
like those.
head kind of tilt to the side. I have not read about these, but I'm sure a sorcerer or wizard could enchant some to resist.
Sorcerer or wizard,
Must be.
resist.
Yeah, if only we still had our wizard.
Yeah. What the heck, right? I mean, honestly.
We do have a sorcerer. And he looks at Mordecai, and Mordecai kind of looks around like, I am sort of. I can do a couple things.
Yeah. Says right here, sorcerer. Yeah, magical.
I'm still training.
Well, yeah, I need you though. So, never hurts to try. You know what I mean? Later. Let's do it later. But yeah, thank you very much. And I gather up all my things.
You
So
just see the
spooky.
skeleton bow his head towards you. You hear some of the bones crack against themselves.
And ooh, I know that feeling. I've lived it a few times.
Yeah. I
So-
know a guy back in the city. We'll connect later. Yeah.
Spooky Tricks, you haven't been with us long. But I don't make a decision like what's about to happen without letting everyone have a say. Do you want to continue with the plan and send someone in with Mordecai, or do you want to do what the librarian insists and just open the door and fight whatever this is head on?
Well, doesn't this guy keep saying the elder eye sees all and all that shit? He knows we're here. He's not gonna believe anything we say. Like, we can go in and try to deceive him, but it's not gonna end well.
Well, the librarian has said a lot of things that haven't held true yet either.
Right, but like, our luck, they go in and then some shit happens and this door gets locked and I can't get it open again. And then we're basically just like feeding these two to whatever that ooze stuff that Telver was talking about is.
While I'm typically not one for direct conflict, in this case, she does serve a good point. It knows we're here. If we go in and try to bullshit our way through, they're just going to die, and then we're gonna be down too. So, in this instance, we really don't have much of a choice aside from going in as a collective one.
Very well. I'll try the door.
Okay. As you look at the door, there's no handle on the door. It's very ornately designed.
There
There
isn't even
are
a lock I could pick anyway.
all kinds of symbols that you've seen throughout the temple. And roll a investigation as you're kind of just looking at it here.
That is a 16.
16. As you're looking at this ornate design on the door, you notice that there's something that appears to be missing from it. Kind of towards the middle of the door, there is this round indention.
A good thing he brought it then, if this is what I think this is. Mordecai, try your newfound necklace in the door.
Is he... I don't know if he was wearing it or not.
Yeah, he said that he put it around his
Is
neck
wearing-
and he was holding the staff because the plan at the door was him and Telver, if we could get the door open, were to go in before we ever did the thing with Keltash, and then Telver vanished.
So as he places it in, he kind of manipulates it around a little bit, and it goes, pops right in. And you hear the door click, unlock, and just slightly kind of splits down the middle as it kind of goes slightly ajar, and just slowly opens.
Well, there's no turning back now. And Meridius will take 2 steps into the room.
Elriel's
Okay.
following, Trix is following, you know. Guess we're doing this.
Following.
I can't move Elriel.
Right.
I guess I'll take one more step so everybody can actually flood into the room a little bit.
Let me give you ownership of El Rio. Okay, should be good.
Whoa.
As the doors open and you guys walk into the room, you thought that the acidic smell in the other room was bad. In here, it is almost unbearable. You feel immediately your eyes begin to water and your nose start to become irritated. And as you breathe in and out, you can feel a slight burning. Yes.
Mr. Am I also feeling that, considering I'm technically wearing the mask?
It is, I would say, a little more delayed for you. At some point, it will probably overtake the capacity of your mask. But at the moment, you're not experiencing the exact same thing. So
Okay. All right.
as you guys hear the liquid below you kind of slushing around, you peer over and doesn't seem to be any different than the other liquid, just a slight wave to it. You guys can roll perception checks if you'd like as you're entering here. See if you see anything additional.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna percept the heck out of this place. Oh no, I'm not.
23!
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Russ is
Okay,
Roski. It's like 18, and then this is like 5.
Eltash, I hope you have no plans of going back in.
I don't know why I have a kind of a thing for trying this, but just at present, I'm not so inclined to do anything about it. Yeah.
Because I don't think Meridius would be okay with you going in this the third time at this point.
And I'm gonna really shoulder up to Spoofy. I mean, is Meridius okay with anything? I mean, let's be honest, and I kind of rib him a little bit, like he's such a stiff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, Spoofy had a dirty 20. What did everybody else have?
23 for me.
23.
And 13 for El Real.
13 for Avril.
23.
Meridius got a 19, and Mordecai got a 21.
21. Okay. All right. So, I would say Meridius and we're ahead of 13 now. So, Meridius and Spoofy, you guys would see that the liquid, you know, it has an unnatural movement to it. Like it's not a constant wave. It's like it's almost working against itself in certain areas. Trix and Mordecai would also see this, but in addition to that, you guys notice that there is some kind of decorations on the wall that kind of stand out to you. They're like, let's see, I think I have this inside of here where I could show you. I remember where I put it. Let's see. Oh, here it is. So, let's see. So, if I do, this is the first time I did this. So, in your, there is a journal up in the top right in Foundry. So, if I come in here and I give, of course, we're not going to know about Mordecai.
Oh.
But let's see. For Tricks, I gave you Observer. It's under the Undiscovered folder there. Let me know if you can see it or not.
I see them. I don't like this. Do they look like holes in the wall or just imprints?
So they just look like indentions in the wall, like little, but at first, you know, it everybody else might have seen them kind of, but thought that they were just holes. But you actually see little shapes there, and they're repeating across the walls. Not constantly, it's not like wallpaper, you know, just across the place, but it's like you notice it in various different spots on the walls. And then as you kind of turn around, you kind of look down and you notice the same on the floor.
Does there appear to be any kind of distinguishable pattern?
Well, I mean, they keep that same pattern every time you see them. But right offhand, with your passive insight, you can roll an insight check to see if now this would be a really challenging roll. So
Not great at insight, so that's fair. 18.
18. Even with an 18, you're not putting it together yet.
Ooh.
Trix is sketched. She's just basically hugging her shotgun right now.
But you feel like it's of some importance with that insight roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Just if I may,
Sure.
still with my arm around Spoofy,
Mhm.
I want to try. I want to try a thing. Indulge me, okay? Come, let me. I want to see a thing. I don't really know what I'm looking at. The stuff is in my head, even though it's not anymore, but it kind of is. Will you just indulge me? Use your science eyes and just, okay, let's just. And I go over to the edge here, right? And kind of without Spoofy's, let me actually move to the edge. Kind of without actually like drawing any attention, I produce one of my pills, right? And tell me what you see happens when I add this. Okay. All right, here we go. And I drop it into the slime, into the ooze.
Okay. So the slime is probably a good, I'd say, 30 to 40 feet below you guys. So it falls. And definitely, it probably falls out of your range of vision, Keltash.
Okay.
As you probably can't see that far down into the liquid.
No.
Spoofy, you can roll perception, as kind of hard to track this little peel falling.
Well, that is a 17.
17. Okay. So you see it fall. It hits, and you can see it laying on top as it kind of slowly slips down, and you see a little bit of like vapor coming up off of where it kind of sinks in.
Did it do anything? Did the ooze have any reaction? Did it like, oh, or was it like,
No, there was a vapor,
Yeah.
a cloud.
Yeah.
There was a reaction.
Uh-huh.
It didn't just sizzle into oblivion.
Yeah, but like the ooze doesn't look like calm or sedated at all. Doesn't look like it's suddenly at peace.
I can't really decipher
This motherfucker trying
cloud,
to drug the
the
ooze.
wave. I can't decipher the waves. I'm unfortunately not. What kind of medicine are you on?
Well, no, I mean that's I'm just holding it for a friend back home. I was curious, because I have this like mental connection with it, and maybe it like does a thing.
I'm gonna put my hand on Keltash's shoulder.
Yeah,
you can trust me. I am a doctor. Medicine is kind of my thing. So I used
since
to.
They were behind me when they started this. Did I hear any of this?
Well, they didn't say they were trying to be secretive about it, I don't think. So I haven't had them roll for anything.
We weren't being like, super loud, but like we weren't being
Right.
secretive. Like
It's a large room, and so sound carries very well as well. So so you can hear them.
I used to run an apothecary, so if you need medicine, come hit Dr. Spoof up.
Trix is in the background.
Let's connect, because I don't know. Anyway, we're doing a thing. This seems important, so let's connect later, okay? Yeah. And as he turns away, I'm gonna pop another one in there. Seems like a good time.
As they both turn around, they see Meridius staring at both of them.
Oh, haha. Already, boss man. Yeah. Always on watch. See? That's what you hired me for, I think.
How am I supposed to make sure you get out if you're alive if you're going to do something without making sure that that's safe?
Oh,
I'm not even sure exactly what you did, but that's a long way down, Keltash. If you try to jump into that one, there's no getting you out of there easy.
No, I didn't do the thing. I was just, I was thinking maybe I have to wee, and Doc was just You know, it's okay. Let's go.
He just shakes his head and I'll take 15 steps forward.
Okay. Does everybody kind of follow suit?
Yeah. I still can't move, Elreal.
Okay.
I tried. I swear.
I tried.
All right, we'll have them keep pace here with everybody.
Knowing that every time that we went into one of these rooms, we've found a trap or something, I kind of looking at the floor as I go slowly to see if there's anything off.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can. You doing the same tricks?
She's keeping an eye on those patterns because she's like, these are important and they're stressing me. So
Okay.
that's what she's watching.
All right. So, Meridius, roll a. Let's see. It would be perception since you're just kind of generally looking there.
All right, so that's a 17.
All right. You don't see any like pressure plates or anything like tripwires. So just to describe the bridge that you guys are on. So it is just a stone platform above, probably about 30 to 40 feet above this liquid. It has railing down the side that comes up to about, I would say Meridius is just above your hip there. And is continuous all the way there. It looks to be in very good shape. It is somehow, as far as you can tell, well, you haven't looked over the side to see how it is actually structurally built, so I won't go into that. But, yep, I mean, it feels pretty solid as well.
Well, I'm just going to keep kind of surveying and going about 15 at a time. Kind of
right.
walking slow, but not trying to rush it into the room.
All right, 1 second. Let me move these two guys up.
Did the librarian come in with us?
Yeah, he's right there next to Spoofy.
Okay, he's hard to see. I was
He
mildly
doesn't
panicked
have
that
a,
he didn't come in with us.
He doesn't have a circle there.
I'm gonna recklessly trot forward a little bit here. They're Meridius. Look, I know this isn't a really great time, right? I mean, like, right? I know, but I just want you to know, I am trying to do better. Okay? I mean, I know I've got a lot of stuff going on, and sometimes there will be a good time to get it all out there. Okay? But I am trying. Okay? You can mostly count on me, okay? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just so, like, I just wanted to retire and drink myself to sleep every night, and now I'm on this thing, and I love you guys, but it kind of sucks. There's a lot of stuff going on. But, you know, I'm here now. I accept that, and I'm trying, okay? So I just wanted to say that, all right? You're doing a great job, okay? I fully support you, all right? Yeah.
I never said I didn't trust you, Keltash.
Yeah,
It's just
great.
There
Okay.
are times that you do things that will get you killed if you at least don't let one of us know what you're doing.
Yeah. It's a thing. I'm working on it. Okay. I do have to wee though. I mean, like, is it okay? No, it's a bad time. I can hold it.
I would not do that in this room right now.
Right. You never know. Snipers, they might get you. Okay, yeah. No.
I
But
was
I'm gonna. You're
thinking
looking for
whatever
traps.
killed Telver's familiar.
Yeah, right. That thing got flanked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But
If you
I'll
were
let
to
con-
urinate into this pool, it may snap it off.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want it coming back up the stream, right? Like one of those Samonis or whatever they're called, right? And they do the little thing, and then the right. Don't want
I
that.
doubt that.
Not gonna
I
do it.
doubt that that's in this type of liquid. I think it would be dead already.
As you guys are,
Yeah, but they all kind of still exist there, you know. So you never know. I don't want them.
as you
to,
guys are
you know.
talking, what's everybody's passive perception?
I don't like that question. 15.
15.
And
Okay.
El Reels is 17.
12.
Okay.
I don't like this.
Mordecai's is 12. Mine's 11.
I mean, I don't. I mean, do I have a passive perception? It's on
Yeah,
your
it's on the
And
left
bonus
side.
Anyway,
added to 10.
I'm like
Do I
talking,
have
and
a
I'm like putting myself out there. So let's just say I don't have any of that stuff.
You don't have
No,
any.
don't do that. Don't say
Oh, no? Oh, okay. All right. Hold on. I think I got it somewhere.
This man said I don't have any.
Sometimes I just, misplace my.
Let's see. Spoofy at 12. Mordecai has a 12. It looks like.
No.
What Trix was what again?
15.
15. Okay. And Meridius was 12. El Reels is 17, I think. And Keltash looks like it's 13. All right. So.
Let's do the perceptions. Whatever.
Well, you have
Well,
actually a
it's your
passive
passive.
score. And passive, what that means in D&D is just what you kind of perceive as you're going about your daily life. You're not looking what you notice. So we'll say that Elreal here's something behind you guys.
Yeah.
No, there's not.
I'm gonna assume that he'll probably try to tell Meridius because it's El Real. So he's gonna try to get
that's
Meridius's
accurate.
attention subtly and be like, I think there's something behind us.
So as Elreal tries to get my attention, I'll put a hand kind of up to Keltash and turn sideways to where I'm kind of left ear's facing the direction I was going, and right side's kind of facing the door we came from. That way I can pivot whichever direction I need to, depending on what's coming.
Okay. So as you turn, roll for it. Okay. As you turn and focus back towards the door, you don't hear the sound of the whooshing, liquidish tentacle flying towards the back of your head.
Oh my god!
As something has reached up out of the liquid and is swiping at the back of Meridius. Okay.
Goddamn tentacle monsters.
All right. I'm gonna roll for the attack.
Man, the tentacles are happening when Clan's not here to enjoy it.
I know.
That's upsetting.
He'd know how to get us out
That's
of
a
here.
21 to hit.
That hit.
Okay. So you take 3 points of acid damage as it kind of hits you and tries to wrap around your neck. As it kind of throws you forward a little bit. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is a plus 2. That is 18.
18. Okay. You feel it hit you, and it feels like almost like it's trying to push into your body, like into your mind, as it like pulls back away from you, and it kind of just flops down on the platform there, the bridge, and kind of slides off the side as you guys hear this thing go and come off the side. And with that, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh yeah.
As you start to hear all kinds of weird liquidy noises coming from below you.
That's a 19 for me, Diz.
Alright.
Bro, why do I keep rolling so crappy?
There's a 15 for spoof.
Alright. 15 for him.
10 for Elreal.
Yay, 10, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it, I guess. So, Meridia's got a 15. Mordecai got a,
another screen.
Mordecai got a 21.
Nice.
So I'm only kind of going before Buck. God damn it.
I mean, my paladin is not designed to go first, Ellen.
I know, but I
be
gotta
sure to-
take it when I can.
Be sure to click the little swords so you put yourself into combat so that I can add you.
I think
yep.
I should be now. Yeah.
I think I got
Okay.
Mordecai.
What was yours, Trix?
It was 19.
19.
I
Alright.
don't think so.
Oh, excellent. Natural 20 for,
No!
let's say something else.
No!
They're not
Yeah.
allowed.
Diz, I don't have icons by my character for the swords. There's
you're
no
in there.
icon there. Well, yeah, I just clicked on the box because I knew where they were, but I have blank squares beside mine and Mordecai's pictures.
That's
There's
weird.
nothing there.
Glitch, I guess.
But I knew where the boxes were, so I just clicked them and hoped for the best.
You're there, yeah. So
I added them both. I saw them pop up, but
did you roll those or you rolling them in here?
so Mordecai's got a 21, and I have a
Alright.
15.
21. 15.
And my dex is only a 12, so Spoofy might be going before me.
I do got a higher dex than 12.
Alright. So, need one more roll and okay. So starting off,
Oh, I don't like any of that.
Oh no.
No.
you guys see these tentacles start to reach up out of the liquid at various spots and kind of this start swiping at you guys. So let's see. The one that hit at you, Meridius, is going to swing at you again.
Okay.
That is a 25.
Yep.
Keltash, that is a 19.
Yes.
All right. Spoofy, That is a 12.
That misses.
Misses. 18 at Mordecai.
Let's see. Does he have
Trix, that's a 22.
No, that doesn't hit at all.
25 at Elril, and a 21 at the librarian.
No, those definitely miss.
So I missed with 1. I'm just gonna roll 1 damage for everybody. Okay, that way I don't have to roll a bunch of damage. Okay, it's only 3 points of acid damage, but I need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw. Everybody but Spoofy.
Oh wait, I'm
Oh.
good at those. Ha! That's a 23.
23. You're good. 18.
Is that-
That's good.
Elriel got a 3.
Elril got a 3. Okay.
All right.
All right.
I like Mordecai's con. He's got a +5 to his save.
Nice. Yeah.
So Mordecai's 15 turns into a dirty 20,
Very good. Very good.
and then mine turns into a 17.
My map is messed up here.
Our main cleric, though, is in trouble.
Hang on just 1 second, guys. The map on stream has decided to act up on me.
The one on stream is trying to follow the noise that we heard at the door.
Since Tim's trying to say I did it on purpose, I'm gonna put the evidence that Elriel's roll was a 2,
Just saying,
and then
man.
he has a +1.
There we go. Let's select that, then it never does it. Cool. Excellent. Alright, so back to the turn order. Alright, so up first, then we have Mordecai.
All right, so you said they're 30 feet down as far as to the pool, but are they like, where are they considered? Like he's in melee
they're-
range right here?
They're up in the air, yeah. So these large tentacles are up in the air at,
Okay,
at
so-
the edge.
So this is considered melee range for him then.
Right, yeah.
So
And
if
then
I fire
the
off
other
at-
ones
at
are
here,
reaching out and smacking and pulling back, and so
right,
as
but,
an action.
but I mean, like anything I shoot at is disadvantaged because I'm in melee with him.
So Mordecai is. No, I'm not gonna say it's a disadvantage. No, I'm not gonna say.
Okay.
This is a unique type of encounter. So
Well,
Not
that's what I was just trying
technically-
to. That's what I was
They
trying
got-
to gauge.
these
'cause
things have
he would
such
be
range
disadvantaged
on
with
them.
melee. Okay.
you would be because they have incredible range, but we're not gonna do that. So
Okay. Then I guess he will go ahead and use his. I'm surprised he didn't take that already. Anyways, so we will use Firebolt then at this one right here.
okay.
Since it's closest on him. That is a 17 to hit.
17, I do believe hits. Let me double check. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And then that'll be 10 points of fire damage.
So which one was it again? The one right next to
the
him?
one
or-
directly, yeah, the one directly beside him.
Okay, that one. Okay. All right.
And then he's pretty much just going to stand where he's at because after what he saw, there's no real way that he's going to be able to escape anything swinging his direction.
As he hits that one with a firebolt, it goes back down into the liquid. He goes.
Okay. And then we will say that will end his turn for now.
Okay. Let's see. Combat tracker, there we go. All right, Tricks.
Alrighty. That was no fun. We don't like tentacle monsters. She's gonna back up here-ish towards this guy. You said they're flying up. Are they level enough that she'd be able to hit it from there?
Yeah, I mean, imagine like they're just these large tentacles sticking up, like, you know, like
Okay.
an octopus armed.
But
Kind
they're
of.
like level with the platform-ish.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
actually up above you almost. Think about that. It's
Okay,
like,
perfect.
yeah.
That's fine. So she's gonna go ahead and shoot, and it would be helpful if I was looking at the right character sheet.
And some of these would have moved in on their turn here. They would have approached.
I don't
Slightly.
like that. I don't
Okay.
like that at all. So she gonna go with the shotgun. That's a 15?
15 hits?
Hey, we like that. Okay. So that's gonna be, we'll roll this one. 6 plus 5, 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. Which one was it again? The one to the bottom or the one to the
The bottom one.
That one right there. Okay.
Her shotgun's range is only 15 feet.
And that one goes back down into the liquid.
Then she's gonna back up a little bit closer to the group then. She does not want to be by herself. And that's her turn.
Uh-huh. So, up next, you guys now hear, well, at least Elril hears something coming from behind you guys.
Am I gonna kick in a door?
Door is open. The door
Okay,
is
never mind.
open.
I aggressively walk through the door.
All right.
Oh, he's still invisible.
You can move your
Where am I?
token through there. There you go.
Oh yeah, there quick. I got a
Or I just can't see him.
20. So I come through the door and whip out my two battle axes in my hand. And I look at the party. I go, "What are you guys doing in here?"
Well, I can
And
ask you
anyone
the same
else?
thing.
That's my
And just
turn.
describe what they see. Describe
I can
what they
see
see.
this token.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So you see a not tall person, short statue, a dwarven fellow, standing about roughly 5 foot tall, kind of red and blackish hair, very, very stout, extremely stout, wearing a mishmash of leather and kind of, handmade armor, sort of, and two very custom looking battle axes. Now one in each hand. And so I move there, and that's going to be my turn.
There. All right. Up next, we have Spoofy.
The stage just keeps getting weirder and weirder. So I will cast sacred flame on this one up here to the top left.
Yep, gotcha.
Alright, and says that you have to pass a dexterity saving throw of 13.
Yep, it fails. Not very agile, these things.
So that will be 9 points of radiant damage.
All right, as this radiant fire kind of comes from the high ceiling, just like the heavens open up, just dumping down on top of it, just pushes it back down into the liquid.
Well, Lady Shar, Lady of Light, and Lady of Loss, please guide us and keep us through this fight. And I will end my turn with that one.
Okay. Did you just call Shar the Lady of Light?
I changed it to Loss.
Uh-oh. No, I'm just joking. Spoofy would have known, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want him to mess up there.
No.
Okay, all right.
No.
All right, Meridius.
So I'm going to throw my trident at this one.
All right.
And as I pull the trident off my back, I'm going to say, Keltash, that one doesn't look like he's any member of the guild I've ever seen. And chuck in my trident.
All right.
So, 26 to hit.
26. Yep, that hits.
That is 10 points of damage.
All right, it just rips this thing in half, and it just splashes back down into the liquid. Does it teleport back or does it fly back to you?
So, when I recall it, it takes the most direct path to me, and anything between me and it takes damage or dodges it to try not to take damage. And since there's nothing between me and it just comes back to my hand without hitting anything.
Okay, just it
if I'd have
stops in
slung
midair.
at the other one, if I'd have
just-
slung at the one on the right side, Keltash would have had to try to dodge it.
Yep.
Backslash
All right.
stereo.
That.
Here.
Anything else, Meridius?
No, because I only get one throw with it, because it recalls at the end of my turn, and if I don't, I only get to do one attack that way. So that'll end my turn.
All right. The skeleton, the librarian there, he kind of shoots out some magic missiles there, and they hit the 3 tentacles that are still up in the air. Each of them falling back into the liquid. As the room goes quiet,
That feels suspiciously easy to anyone else.
Little.
I'm a little concerned that they seem to have a collective agreement about harming us. I think maybe somebody else has better control than I do. That was rather coordinated.
Or maybe they were all a part of one.
Trix is just deadpanning out at Keltash right now. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
And now hear me out, Trix. Okay, I know that I chucked you like a skin of an animal filled with some air and tied up with some thread. But listen, okay, They only are concerned about adding consciousness to themselves. Okay, they just attacked us.
If
That's
I
not
may,
something that they've been doing. That's not something they did in the previous room. Somebody is telling them to do that.
if I may, Keltash, little folk don't like to be chucked without prior and discussing it.
Yeah,
We talked
well,
about
I
it.
know.
I want to know who this guy is. Hi.
Yes.
Are we out of combat?
Yeah,
You're not in
anyway,
combat at the moment. There's no
Okay.
That's what I was
visible.
gonna. That's what
I was gonna say,
adversary.
can I move? Am I
You
okay
can
to
move. Yeah, you
Okay.
can move as there's nothing on the battlefield. I'm leaving your combat encounter active there, and right now you're out of
Just in case
combat. So
Just in case
just
it's
in
not.
case, just in case.
Just in case. Just in case we can kill them.
Hi. Who are you?
Oh, my name's Keegan.
As this fairy-like figure kind of floating about 5 feet off the ground, right?
Yeah.
So about
Hey,
her feet are about at where the top of your head is.
Yeah, kind of looking up at you like, and it kind of sniffs her feet like.
She'll drop
"Oh,
down
hi."
just a little bit, so it's less awkward. So
Yeah,
she's
'cause
like
my
2
head's
feet.
out of her feet.
Yeah, she'll drop down a little bit because that's creepy and nobody wants foot sniffing happening. There we go.
Hey, to each their own. Okay.
She's used to hanging out with tall people. There aren't other small people in this group.
Yeah.
The small person can't fly.
Little people gang.
Hi. What you doing here?
That's funny. I was about to ask you the same thing.
I honestly don't know. They know more about what's going on than I do. I was just, oh, hey, there's this place. You should come with us and help. And it's everybody who
And-
came with me died, and well, except for one
And
of
if
them.
Trick says that, I clearly implicate Meridius because I'm not that guy. That guy knows things.
Kind of funny, no one else approached me or anything.
as you notice, sorry, you haven't said your name, so I don't want to say it for everybody.
No, I did.
He
I
Oh,
did.
did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
How did you pronounce it there?
Keegan.
So that Keegan. Okay. Not an E in the word, but that's why I thought.
No,
it was
it's
pronounced.
you got to say it with a little accent. Keegan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you just notice this skeletal-like figure step out from behind El Real there, and you notice a very tall, probably I think I said well over 6 foot tall, with 4 skeletal arms, steps out.
Ugh.
Interesting. You all multiply about as often as this ooze does.
What is that?
We aren't entirely sure. We found him here, and I guess they decided we were kind of adopting him. I don't know, man.
I am Zumphin, librarian, or previous librarian to the Elder Eye.
Trix is gonna say quietly,
I just call him creepy.
Yeah. He's really something.
Russ, I enjoy you so much.
Thank. So anyway, there, you are here to hinder us, and I still have my crossbow pointed at him, right? I mean, hinder, right? You're not friendly, as it were.
Oh, so if I'm looking around, I don't see the little googly googlies anymore. Correct, DM.
You don't. Nope.
Okay, so if I don't perceive a threat outside of what I'm looking at the party, I just kind of gently put my 2 battle axes back on my back. No. I'm a what they call a friendo.
I understand this. Yes. Friendo! And I slap Meridius on the back and immediately regret it.
Is friendo a good thing? It was not in any of my books, I don't think.
It's a more modern term.
Well, doesn't it just make you feel good inside? I mean, really.
Sounds like
yeah.
friend. I'm calling it good enough.
Yeah.
I know 3,000 different languages. Friendo was not in any of them.
All right, it's a new thing, okay? You've been in here a while, all right?
His head just kind of slumps down just a little bit.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Not to be blunt here, but maybe this is not the time for this conversation, though. You know, because tentacle monsters coming out of ooze. We should probably figure out what the hell's going on in here and then get the fuck out. Yeah.
The little one has a point.
There's a wider platform up ahead, it looks like. We may want to get off this bridge, if you could call it that.
And I'll have all of you know I am average for my people. I am not that little.
Yeah, I seen it. Average. True. I got you, Trix. See? Because I am sorry. Average. Okay?
She's gonna point at him and just a little spark on the end of her glove.
Said I was sorry. If Meridius isn't gonna stop me, I'm just gonna keep on trucking here.
Seriously, he's still moving.
I mean, I'll half stay close to the other little guy though. We small peeps have to stick together.
Let's go.
But even though he's still probably like 2 or 3 times your size apart from height.
What,
We all
fella?
moving. Unless Meridius is still standing there and stops us, but we're just gonna go.
DM, do I notice
me,
anything at my
apologize.
feet?
About what?
Do I notice anything at my feet?
At your feet?
At your feet. You have toes. Oh no.
Like something trying to grab
No,
you,
like
or
when I stood here and everything triggered, do I notice anything different about
like
where
you
I'm
stepped.
standing?
You can roll a perception as you're looking down, trying to figure out if you actually stepped on something that triggered this, or.
So that is a dirty 20.
Okay. No, it looks normal. You don't think that you triggered it.
Okay.
It wasn't like a trap that was sprung.
Fix is just watching the ooze at this point.
Keltash,
Gun
as
in
you
hand.
step up into the light, you notice a large floating orb in the middle of this raised dais type of pedestal, whatever you want to call it there. In the 4 corners of this, you notice braziers burning with this green flame. Some type of arcane flame that's just emitting this green sickly light. And in the middle, the orb looks just like liquid fused into a solid ball floating. Roll a perception, those that are approaching the ball of liquid.
Yeah.
Is it 19?
Ooh, that's
19?
good.
Oh, there we go.
That's a good one.
Oh, okay, I get it.
17?
17, okay.
Oh,
Damn. That's not a good one.
I got good ones.
Oh wait, I guess that turns out to something better. No, it don't.
Oh, it was almost a minute.
Wait a second. Why did I have 2 rolls?
A 20, nice.
Oh, no, wait, that was a different one.
So you had a 14, a 20, and I guess Meridius and Mordecai are kind of staying back. So, those that rolled.
I'm gonna do once you're done with this.
That's fine. I would say. Did anybody roll below the 14?
I don't think so.
Okay, the 14 is high enough. You see this floating orb of ooze, and you notice it all looks like perfect, like liquid moving around, but there's this weird, like, line across. It's kind of curves around a little bit, like the shape of the orb, and it's just moving along with the liquid, just kind of washing around.
I'm gonna saddle up to Spoof here. So what are we thinking here? Huh? Do I medicate it?
Don't touch anything.
Okay, all right. Just talking to the doc here, all right? What do you think, Doc?
Quite difficult to say.
You see the librarian walk up, and he kneels down and puts his head down.
Oh, it's a thing, huh? Okay, all right.
And take 2 steps back, and I'm gonna kind of mimic the librarian's movement. I'm gonna kneel down.
Yeah.
This must be the physical manifestation of the Elder Eye.
Oh.
You must show reverence in the face of a god, even if you mean to stand against it.
Does that...
Kayan wants to go up and cast Divine Sense.
Okay, you can.
Can I do that?
Okay, so
yeah, baby,
you,
let's go.
You kind of reach out your hand towards it, and your hand starts to glow as your eyes kind of glow white for a moment, and it detects celestial, undead, and what's the other?
Let's see. Hold on, I said pull up. Celestial, fiend, undead, within 60 feet.
Okay, so you get it's a weird sense. I don't know that he would have ever felt this. It feels celestial, like he gets that kind of feeling where it almost feels like he's uplifted, like he just, your insides are just like, just kind of excited, but also you kind of feel the same feeling of like dread that you feel when a fiend is detected by it. It's this mixture of it makes you feel really uneasy.
Okay. And he as he does that and it stops, he's going to look at the party and says, "This is a really weird ball. It has both godlike and undead powers that I don't understand."
Not so much undead, but rather.
Well, sorry. Well, I meant fiend. I meant fiend. Sorry.
Yeah.
Repeat.
So you're saying it's creepy?
Excuse me, something, was it?
Yes.
The Elder Eye, does it have a more distinguished name, or is the Elder Eye actually what it's called? Like how I serve the Lady Shaw.
No one had asked that. But I will tell you.
Please.
It is rumored that the Elder Eye is what remains of the god Gunador.
You say. Interesting. How do you spell that?
It's GHAUNADAUR. I may be pronouncing it wrong, so. Gahana Door? Maybe?
I'm not familiar of one of that depiction. I'm not familiar with that deity. And this
It is
the
only
one...
rumored, but if it is, this would explain the great power that it possesses. It appears to slumber. Does not react to us approaching. But why would it? We are but ants in front of it.
Do I know if that deity is?
You can roll a religion check. I'd say our paladin could roll religion as well there. The other paladin, that is.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming our cleric would.
Oh, the cleric can roll as well, yeah.
Cleric
said a
got a
religion?
9.
And Spoofy is a cleric as well, so.
That's a big old 5.
But I already tried to roll for it, and I got a 5, so I don't know that
5,
name.
nope. So Maria,
why
what
I
did
got- I
Meridius
got
get?
21.
21. Oh, very good. So you would know that from what you've read, that this was a god that had at some point sided with let me look up the name exactly. Get the name. 1 second. That sided with the goddess Arishni in a rebellion and was cast down. I can spell that if you want me to.
Do I know who the rebellion was against?
Probably. Let's see. And let me find the exact name so I'm telling you properly. The god, well, right there. The god is named Corlin.
What?
What it is?
Wait,
It's what it
wait,
is.
wait.
Corellon.
Corlon.
Corellin?
Corellon? Sure. We'll
That's
go
how
with
I've
that.
always said it.
Sure.
I was about to say
Do you
Corlon.
do you say this out loud at all, or is this just all
I
in your
haven't said
Okay.
anything yet.
Okay.
This is all
okay.
his.
Okay. I don't know shit. I'm keeping my mouth shut.
I know nothing, Jon Snow.
And from where I'm at, did I see you said it was Keegan Baker, your name?
Hagen.
Kagan.
No ease.
And did I see him use divine sense?
Yeah, he wasn't
wasn't
trying to hide it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like
He would have
being a paladin-
glowed. Yeah,
well,
he
yeah,
would
but
have
being
glowed.
a paladin, I could tell what he did.
Sure, yeah.
I look at Mordecai. I don't know if we should be doing this. And I pull out the silver device from the pack. If what the librarian says is true, if this item allows the power to be transferred out of these ruins, this could be bad. And I'm not saying this whispering, I'm just standing at a distance from this altar.
All right.
I don't know if there's enough gold in this realm worthy of placing these devices to do what they want this to do. And he puts it back away and steps forward to the librarian.
Okay. As the librarian is rising back to his feet, kind of slowly, like he's not exactly sure what to do.
And as he stands there, if the god you claim used to be the one that they derived the power to make the Elder Eye from, then this god failed. And he goes into what he knows. They rebelled. They lost.
It is true what you say. The dark path.
They rebelled against who? Like, did they rebel against bad guys, good guys? Who exist? Like,
Oh, he says everything that you just said. Like, he covers the whole rebellion that he knows.
Okay. Trix
Good
looks a little
guys.
upsetty.
Good guys and bad guys are only from perspectives.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
your god rebelled against mine.
Well, now, okay, hold on. All right, let's
Well,
keep
She's
the peace
glaring
here.
at the skeleton now.
to be fair,
Yeah.
this god rebelled against no one. This isn't even a god.
Well, I mean,
fair.
come on, we don't have to steal its thunder, okay? It's you know, oh, come on, back me up there, Bones. I mean, right? It's like we can be polite, right? As old librarian here says. I mean,
It-
retirement's
Whatever
coming
the
from
Elder
one
Eye
of the
is,
classes.
it has enough power to be respected, as you say.
Yeah.
Some use the word fear.
He walks past them.
Backs up.
What brought you here, dwarf? I must know. And as he says that, Kagan can see the holy symbol around his neck is of the Order of Bahamut around Meridius's neck.
He looks up at him because, not tall. Well, I'm here on a divine mission. Yourself?
I was sent here by a guild. Unfortunately, I don't believe that what the guild sent us here for was for virtuous reasons. I think the guild was lied to.
This is a very strange place indeed, is it not?
Meridius pulls the devices out. We were instructed to place these on this altar. We were told that this would potentially lay dormant the power here. But I feel this is not the case. There's an celestial standing guard outside to keep this from leaving.
A celestial, you say?
Very much so.
Interesting. Is it to keep things in or keep things out?
To what he told us, it was to keep a great evil here from leaving.
Evil, it says. As if they know what is right and wrong. I've read stories of what they have done.
I only relay what I was told.
So be it, Paladin.
My dilemma is this. If these devices are to lay this eye dormant, then you lose, for sake of argument, your god. If these devices are used to siphon this power to give to someone outside of this ruins, then you also lose your god. But you lose your god to someone else.
I have no feelings for this god that you speak of now. I've been tricked. I'm ready to shed off my servitude.
Well, if I may, no. Well, Skelly Bones here isn't wrong, right? I mean, been here a long time, am I right? Yeah, Skelly Bones, long time. So, I just think that maybe unduly arresting this jelly god eyeball guy without a trial probably doesn't sit right with me. So Kagan there, can you share that divine mission of yours? Maybe we can all just come to you know what I mean, a small claims court resolution here, okay? Like some restitution or something like that. I don't know. What you
Spoofy,
got there,
Keegan, and Meridius, roll perception checks.
Oh boy.
Talking.
That is a 15.
50.
We woke him up.
Meridius has got a 17.
Ooh.
17. Okay.
See, perception plus 6. That's an 18
And
plus
a
6.
24, yes. So,
Jesus.
I would say that while Meridius, you're talking, Keegan, you noticed that the device that he pulls out and holds in his hand, it is a, and remind me on the color of the gem. I don't want to look it back up real
Blue.
quick. You probably know. It's a gem wrapped in silver, right?
Yeah, it's blue.
Blue, right? Okay. You see this blue gem wrapped with silver. It's kind of like, almost like hands almost clasping it in silver, with these little legs that are sticking off at the bottom like a base of silver. And you see that the gem is starting to kind of light up, like it's starting to glow in his hand.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, friend, but looks like your device is starting to come to life there. Talking to
Meridius, right?
Yeah, thank you.
You still learning names?
Yeah, I'm using the little things here to go off of. So, yeah.
Yeah. Meridius, as you look down, and Spoofy can see this at this time as well, you see the gem is starting to light up, and with that, your perception roll of 18, you feel your hand being pushed down. As you're holding this, it feels like it's getting heavier and almost pulling you to the floor.
Oh, Frank.
If you're continuing to hold it, I'll need you to make an athletics check to see
Oh, Frank.
what happens if you're able to hold on to it. Or
And it seemed to have happened when I got closer.
Yeah.
So I'm going to attempt to sprint away from it
Okay.
with it
So
in my hand.
You're gonna have to make an athletics check to kind of see if you can, because it's pulling you down at the moment.
Yep.
Like it.
So that is athletics. That's a dirty 20. 16
Dirty
plus
20.
4.
Okay, so with that, you're pulling away, but it's drawing your hand down to the floor. Do you continue to struggle against it, or do you let it slide from your hand?
I'm going to try to get it away from the orb if I can.
Okay, you can roll another athletics check as you kind of grab it with both hands and...
Oh, nat 20.
Nat 20. You're able to pull back and pull back to here with it. With that roll, but it's pulling you. It's like you're just holding on to it at this point. Like you can't go any further. Like you're stuck in this tug of war.
Did I miss something? Are we in some kind of turn order? Can I join in?
You're no turn order. No,
That's what I was
anybody
gonna say.
can do whatever they want to.
If I see him struggling with this thing and I kind of get a sense that he's trying to get it away from here, I'm going to jump in and help.
All right, you guys jump in and grab and start pulling.
I'm not touching the device, by the way. I need to make it clear. I'm grabbing him like by the waist or something. I'm trying to help him move it backwards.
Yeah, I'll get behind him and kind of like this. And,
all right, so you guys are grabbing onto him, and you guys now you can, Meridius, you can make either a athletics check with advantage, or you can roll, or two of you can roll athletics checks.
Let's see. Let me look real quick before we do that. Let's see. I think I have a thing. Athletics. I'm very good at athletics. If you want me to help you, or you can take advantage. Either one.
We can both
Just
roll.
19. Okay.
just
Okay,
in
that's fine.
case.
So that's a 22.
I've got
22?
a 23.
Okay. So I mean, you guys are holding it here at the moment, but you're unable to pull it even 5 feet more away. Like it's just you're locked. And the stone is glowing. It's continuing to glow brighter. It's almost like the well, roll an insight check if you want to see if you understand exactly what's occurring.
Okay. So that is a 17.
17. I mean, you're putting two and two together that the proximity to this orb is somehow causing this gem to grow in power or something. Something is causing it to kind of rev up or something. As it's almost like got a hum to it in your hand as it's getting brighter. You're able just to hold it there.
I'll yell out without a hesitation after I see that both of us can't move it. El Real, smash this in my hand.
Okay, he runs around to the front of it and is about to attack it. So, somebody wants to roll an attack.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's using his sunblade.
Probably. Yeah.
15?
15. As he swings the sunblade, it's like it's coming right at you, Meridius. And as it gets like within like inches of this thing, the sunblade, it's like it just like the blade disappears. And he follows through, and as he gets through, it shoots out the other side, like it reignites. And he swings a second time, and it does the same thing where the blade disappears.
Is that blade ethereal? Like, is it a solid thing, or is it just a blade of flame?
It's like a lightsaber, you know. think of it like that.
While I've got one
What a
arm
cool
still
way to
around
describe it.
Meridius,
It's like
I'm
a
gonna bring
lightsaber.
a hand
It's-
crossbow around and try and shoot the damn thing. So it's
Okay.
point blank.
So Keltash lets go and pulls around in front of you with a crossbow aimed at it. Keegan is still, I guess, pulling on you.
Yeah, I'm still trying to help him physically pull it away, get it the distance away from the thing.
As
Look out, Kagan! Bang!
as
Bang.
as you're now feeling it pull you forward, even with the amount of force that you guys are pulling back. You guys can roll athletics checks again, or one person with advantage. Keltash, you can roll an attack.
Yeah.
As soon as they're done with this.
I keep forgetting I can do it in here too. Athletics. Normal roll.
Mine's a dirty 20.
30-20. So even with those
18 plus
high rolls,
6. I think it's 24, God.
you're pulled, and it knocks Elrel to the side as you two are pulled forward. And Keltash, you have to readjust your aim. And are you gonna fire?
Yeah, fire.
Okay.
Bang!
Bang.
Take that!
14. 21 hits it. It flies at it and strikes the device, and roll damage as it hits the actual device.
Hell yeah, roll damage. Hell yeah. Hold on. Where did the damage go? There we go. Nice. 6 out of 8.
All right. 9 points of damage to it as it hits, and now I need you to roll a second athletics check, just as the force of it is jarring you, Meridius. This is without Keegan's help, just to see if your grip remains on it with the bolt smacking up against it. I'm glad he didn't shoot you, by the way, Meridius. So.
I'm really glad too. I've alienated enough party members.
Oh, always a plus when you don't shoot your friends.
Yeah.
I'm rolling great on this. I don't know why. We're at 23. That's 19 plus 4.
23, you're still got a hold of it. And I need you guys, if there's anything else anybody's doing, just yell it out here. But
Rix is just gonna yell, just let go of the damn thing.
Spoofy's just kind of still staring at the orb, kind of like mesmerized by it, like trying to analyze it more and more.
it's just drawn in. He's not even paying attention to you guys.
Yeah, no,
There not much is going on with it.
You hit it, it bounced off like the metal. Ping! You can see some damage to it, but the gem is still intact. Looks like you damaged the metal.
I wanna like rugby player this thing, right? Like with
Okay.
Meridius still holding onto it. I wanna just like put my whole body on it.
Okay. So as Keltash is making the move to do that, I need you, Meridius and Keegan to roll athletics check one more time.
No,
As
this ain't gonna be
Come on,
good this
big roll.
time. I guarantee it. Oh,
Big
I mean,
rolls, because now my life is on the line, please. No.
I mean, it's a dirty
That
20.
was not good.
dirty 20.
Yeah,
So
that's
with
a
that,
12. Yeah.
it pulls you and it hits Keltash in the chest, knocks him backwards onto his back. As if you don't let go, it pulls you onto the pedestal and implants itself into the side of the orb as it stops rotating.
This is not good.
Grab Meridius again. Come on, everybody. Oh.
As you're within inches of this thing, right? You're just right up next to it. You see that slit open,
Uh-oh.
revealing
Ugh.
a large eye. The pupil focuses in on you, Meridius,
Oh, no.
and you feel a feeling of dread. It just feels like coldness just washes through your body, like like your soul is being like ripped out of your back. It feels horrible. So up to you whether you're continuing to hold on. There's nothing holding you in place at this point.
If it's attached itself, then I'm pulling the trident and trying to shatter this thing.
Okay, as you pull back, you let go, you draw your trident, and you're going to make a strike. Uh-huh.
I want to hold it still. When
You're
I
gonna
see it let go,
hold the
can I-
device? Okay,
Yes,
you're
please,
making
please,
a jump.
please.
Keltash is running up to try to grab the device.
I just don't want it to go further in.
So as you guys are in the motions to do this,
No.
what is that card there? I can't see. Additional. Oh, Magic item. Okay. As you guys are in, it's almost in like slow motion as you just see this radiant light appear behind you guys.
Oh no.
Ah,
It floods the room as the angel kind of descends from almost nowhere. Sword aflame.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Wasn't me.
Like a bunch of kids that broke all their mom's dishes in the kitchen.
Wasn't me.
Trix has
We're
been
just
in that situation before, and it's actually been her fault, but this time it wasn't her fault.
Like I didn't do it.
Oh,
All right,
we
make
fucked
sure I got
up.
the right thing.
We fucked up.
Elreal smash.
What is going on here? What have you brought into this? What is that device as he points its flaming sword? And
You guys pause for a moment, right? As he draws the sword back and advances like at like almost where you guys can't see what is going on as he flies to here. And as he is getting ready to strike down, beating you to even getting a swing out with your trident, he gets within inches of it as this blue like field almost comes off of it and it shoves everybody like back, throwing it. He gets thrown a little farther because he's lighter. You guys are thrown backwards as this force field bubble type thing appears around the orb. You see the celestial hit the ground. His wings go almost limp. His sword is extinguished. And his light fades.
Oh, we
Oh,
fucked
no.
up. We fucked up bad.
Paladins and clerics, you feel an absence of divine presence as the link between you and your deity is severed. Your magic items
I just
feel
got here.
mundane. They feel
So
like
Trix is
worthless junk.
on the ground then.
Yeah, she's knocked backwards. Like it was a force that knocked you
Oh
guys
no,
backwards.
her wings though. She's now on the ground. She's
Yeah,
not
oh, yeah.
flying anymore. There's no magic.
Oh shit, this is bad.
As you see the eye just kind of it almost looks like it is in pain itself as this device is drawing inside of it. And then it kind of just drops to the ground. And you guys see the crystal kind of crumble. As there's something else inside of the crystal, something smaller. And it's glowing like this sickly red color. As the eye looks down at it. And over to the right, you notice like a slit happened in reality, and just a portal opens, and an individual walks out. As you guys are getting back to your feet at this point, you feel weaker, but still conscious, still, you know, you have all your facilities. You see this slender but muscular character walk through the portal. It's the light coming from the portal is kind of shadowing it at first, and as it walks through and steps down to the edge of where this field is. Meridius, you recognize the face. It's the one you've been looking for. As his
How
voice
jarred
is,
am I?
you're shaken and you feel weakened, vulnerable, I'd say at this point as well. But I would say the anger in you overwhelms any of that sensation.
Then I'd say that I would at least get my trident and shield up enough to get to my feet to right here in front of everybody. So it was you.
Well, I can't take all of the credit for it, but sure, it was me.
You tricked the guild.
Well,
You used
it's
me
funny.
as your pawn.
We needed someone worthy to get past. He gestures toward the celestial. That.
Used my name and my face and drug it through the mud.
I've done worse.
Oh, I know. Everything you've killed and taken from me to get to this point.
Yeah, and we're not done yet. Believe me, if I could get on the other side of this, we would be done. But I have a feeling I'll see you again. Look forward to
when
it,
I
actually.
get back what you took and I see you again, I'll take you what you stole from me.
Oh, God, yeah, thanks for reminding me. As he reaches behind him and pulls out that artifact. This thing?
No, that's not what you took from me.
Oh, good, because I'm keeping this. As he walks over and sets it on the edge of that pedestal and walks
That's
back to
what
the
you took
edge.
from our kingdom, you traitorous scum.
That all? Let's watch the show then. As he turns around and looks, as the Elder Eye looks down at this device.
And you're pretty much saying there's a portal like right here, like a barrier between the two of us?
Yeah, it's like a spherical barrier that kind of encasing.
So as he says turn around and watch the show, Meridius is going to try his best to drag as close as he can incrementally to that wall, even though he's hurt and feels like shit.
All right. You stand up and you might even be dragging the tip of the trident on the ground, just edging closer. And as he turns around, you see the artifact just kind of activate. And you see it kind of almost drawing an essence out of this. This one was already weak. The others will be a little more challenging, but I'm sure, it'll all work out.
You won't get past his brothers, not with my help.
Oh, so You think it's drawing out stuff. Wait. As it kind of settles. Here's the good part. It kind of shoots back into the Elder Eye as the eye looks up towards the ceiling. And you almost see something like arcane shoot down into the pedestal. And you hear the angel from behind, now not in a booming voice, but rather just, they're all connected. All the temples. He's freeing the rest of them. For what means, I have no idea.
Meridius gets as close to the side of the portal as he can.
As the angel stumbles back over.
When I finally get my hands on you, even if Bahamut himself calls me an oathbreaker, I will take your life. You will reclaim everything and repent for all you've done.
So, as you're that close, just roll a perception as you're looking through the portal at him. Keltash, you roll a perception as well.
Yay.
That one's a 19.
19. As you're looking at him,
I did that with advantage. Disregard.
that's fine. Actually, it should be with advantage, to be honest, for this particular thing. All right. So you got a 17. So we'll come back to that at some point. All right. With a 19, you kind of look into the eyes of this individual, and you've worked with him in the past. You don't get the feeling it's the same person. Something, I mean, what? Of course, he's deceived you, so maybe it's just that. Maybe you never knew who he was in the first place. Well, it's been a pleasure. But I have other things to do, and I'm sure you guys have stuff to get back to. Take care of your friend there on the floor. I'm sure he'll last as long as he can. As he walks over and picks up the artifact, stows it back in his pack. Oh, don't worry about this thing. It's just a very particular, we'll call it anti-magic field. It'll wear out here in just a minute. If you want to have fun with what's left of the Elder Eye. As he walks back to the portal, he turns back and looks and says, Radius, I really look forward to seeing you again.
You're not the only one.
This wasn't my ideal to do it this way.
Then whose? Who do you serve? Because I'm coming for them too.
If you beat me when we meet again, I'll tell you.
If you have a tongue left in your head to speak those words.
Well, that's motivation for you to leave my tongue alone then. As he steps into the portal and looks back one more time as it closes. The rest of you back there, not yet. No, not yet. The rest of you back there, you turn to look at the celestial on the floor. The feathers on his wings are falling to the floor. Some are falling off into the liquid and burning. He drops his sword to the floor. What have you done?
Meridius turns and looks at him. The very device that caused this, from your own mouth, you said that nothing that we brought in here would harm or cause any issue in this place. I showed you the very device that was used that caused this problem. I told you why we were here.
Whoever this is possesses magic beyond even our power.
But you failed to tell us that they were all linked. What you and your brothers protected.
As he looks pitiful, like he's still larger than you guys, but he is like just trying to push himself up, but it's just failing. You know, he's kind of falling over. My brothers. I cannot see them anymore. Go to them. If they are not there to protect, someone has to stand between the evil that lies in those temples and this world.
He tries to make his way to him, of course, slowly. Because he's pissed, but he's hurting as bad as everybody else. Where are they?
With what little power he has left, he kind of reaches out, and all those symbols that you saw on the floor, Tricks, light up. There is your map. Maps change from ages to ages, but this map stays the same.
Meridius pulls a potion and looks at him and says, I'm guessing this will not help you.
No. He almost looks ethereal at this point, like he's almost translucent. No. And he looks back up at the force field, look back up at the force field as it starts to fade. And the eye, it almost like slumps back down, looking in your guys' direction as the angel pushes himself up to his feet. I will deal with this one. I'll leave you to deal with the rest. As he pushes his hands forward, and with what little divine energy left in him, shoots forward and pierces through the elder eye. You just see it just splatter to the floor.
Oh.
Oh, dang.
The liquid below, you hear it was sloshing, but now it goes still.
What happened? I couldn't see.
As these lights go out, the flames go dark. The angel just, it's almost like the blast of energy that goes out. It goes with it, what little is left, and just dust.
So
You guys are-
now we run.
You feel a little warmth creep back into your bodies as the absence of this field is gone. You feel a slight connection to the divine, but it's weak.
Trix is gonna try her wings real quick.
It's like they barely want to work. It's like,
Well, this is awkward.
Because Baker, you missed the part of the description. The little blue fairy flying in front of you. Yeah, her wings are made of metal. They aren't like actual fairy wings.
All right.
So do we get the fuck out of here?
Yep. And I'm gonna limp over here and grab him. Okay, all right, we're going now. Come on, everybody. Like,
Who'd you grab?
Come on, everybody, go. We're out. Come on.
He just grabbed
Take it.
somebody. I guess
There
he
it
grabbed
is. Come on,
Toril.
we go.
What's everybody doing? I know what Keltash is doing. I know what Elrel's
Shoo it.
doing at this
Shoo
point.
it,
He's being pulled.
Ellen's so conflicted because Trix doesn't know, but Ellen thinks there are
That's
chests
myself.
back there.
Yeah,
But
I mean
Trix
they
doesn't
are
know that.
visible. No,
They
they are
are?
they are visible, and they are very visible now that as right before the lights went
Fuck
out
it.
and stuff, the orb is out of the way, the chests were completely visible.
Fuck it.
Trix, come
Oh.
on. What are you doing? Come
Thank
on.
As she
He said deal
pushes
with what's
past.
left. We don't want to deal with what's left. Come on.
Speak for yourself.
You're so lucky I didn't just try and grab you just now. I was tempted.
Do it.
All right,
See
so
what happens.
I didn't.
You're
I didn't.
you're opening the chest.
I'm gonna check it for traps first.
Oh, you're gonna check it for traps. All right, do an investigation.
Okay.
If anybody else is doing anything else, let me know. Because I mean, this takes a little bit of time what she's doing, so you guys could be
10?
doing anything.
Spoovy is
Okay.
just trying to basically recommune with Shar, see if he, try and pray and see if he can hear her word or her guidance. That's what he's trying to do.
Trying to give her guidance. Okay.
He's trying to, since he said there's an eensy tiny bit of magic kind of sort of coming back. He's trying to reach out to her, see if he can hear anything.
Okay. Who is he reaching out to again? Sorry, I got a message right when you say that.
Lady Shar.
Lady Shar. Okay. So you're doing like
I'm trying to, I guess, commune with her, try to reach out for guidance in a sense.
right. So as you're reaching out, this connection that you have to the divine feels barely there. Like it's if it was a radio, it would just be static where you couldn't hear what was going on, so it's just a jumbled mess right now. So with a 10, you feel like there's no traps on it.
Is it locked?
It does have like a lock mechanism. But if you want to try it to see if it's actually engaged or not, or
Yeah, she'll try it.
okay, it just kind of pops open.
Go slowly open the lid.
Okay. All right. So there are some items in there, and I will let you do. Let's see. I think it's the second one. So that's is it the rare loot roll?
Yes, I did roll
On that one?
the rare loop roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you roll that? You sent that out for yourself, right? Spoopy?
I just sent that.
Oh wait, that's the wrong button.
That's
I
the
didn't
coin
necessarily
one.
send
Yeah.
that out for myself. It was just if we survived.
Oh, okay. So you can roll it twice since
Okay.
he played that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So you find those items in that chest.
Alrighty. Nobody else is coming up or stopping her. She's gonna just
No,
keep
and
going.
I don't know if everybody's just waiting on you or if they're leaving or what.
I don't know,
'Cause,
but I'm just looking, and she's got her
I'm
little
trying-
tiny light source with her.
Meridius
light.
is addressing the librarian.
And I'm
As you
trying
walk over
do
to
everybody.
okay, he's trying to shoot everybody. I don't know if they're reacting to you or not, Keltash, but as you walk over to the librarian, he is laying in pieces.
Oh man.
So he's dead.
Yeah, he's in pieces. Like he's not moving. Like his
I've
all
seen
parts.
I've seen people pull jawbones off and put it on other
Sure.
skeletons.
He's
and
not
I was just
talking
making
to
sure
you.
he was. I was just
He
making
just-
sure he was gone.
Like
'Cause
there's
I
an
was gonna
arm
give him
over
a choice.
here, his fingers over there, like his pelvis is over here. It just
Good. The choice was either going to be death now or death if I ever saw him again. Saved me the trouble.
All right, Trix. We'll run through the other two chests since I feel like you're gonna do both of those. Are you doing?
He's
Are you
so
checking?
Yeah,
Just
no one's
losing,
stopping me.
Roll me.
There's no
Roll me
restraint.
2 investigations.
That's a 19 and an
Very good.
11.
Okay, you feel like both of them are trap free, and they're neither one locked. As you
All right,
open up
she's-
the center one, it's filled
Uh-huh.
full of coins and gems. So you can roll the rare coin
All right.
and the I think there's only one roll for the gems. I think it's just a flat roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can roll
Oh god.
and you find those gems. And then in the third chest, you again find more items. So you can roll another rare loot. I love all the dice when the coin.
I know,
That's
it's
pretty cool, yeah.
great.
That's cool. That looks cool.
Alright. So, okay. Sweet. Alright. So she's just gonna gather the stuff into her bag and just beam up over to the rest of them, and she's gonna hand the heavy crossbow +1 to Keltash and be like, here.
So you're on the
Okay.
ground at the moment, right? So you're
Yep,
kind
she's
of
walking.
trudging. You're trudging through this goo that used to be the eye.
She'd go
It's-
around.
It's sticky. It's all over the place.
Go
It's
through
like it's all over that stuff up there. Like it's on the chest. It's
We'll figure out the rest of it later, but she's not
Mm.
about to lug this heavy crossbow around. So yeah, it's a +1 heavy crossbow for you, Russ.
Well, thanks, Trix. Now, can we all please? I mean, I really appreciate, and I'm going to start using it as like a barricade, like pushing everybody. Come on,
pushing
go,
everybody.
go, go.
So
Yeah.
are you all
And I grabbed
guys?
Bill earlier. Did he move at all? I tried to.
He
grab
did.
him and,
You're dragging him with you. Yeah, yeah.
Come
yeah.
on,
I
come
just
on,
didn't
come on,
move
come
him
on.
there. You guys can tell me your intentions as we'll just go back over to the roleplay scene.
I'm gonna wait until Caltash kind of gets all of them out of the room.
Okay, are you staying where you're at?
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna stay
letting them-
right where I'm at until all of them
Okay.
get past me and get out of the room.
Before we leave the room, I want to cast Divine Sense one more time.
Okay. As you cast Divine Sense, it kind of flickers a little bit, but it works enough where you sense nothing in the room.
Interesting. And he begins. He does. That's all he says, and then start walking with the rest of the party out of the room.
Okay. All right. So as you guys exit the room, Meridius stays behind. We're on the bridge. I would say Mordecai would probably look back at you, and when he got towards the door, just kind of wondering what you're doing, or whether he should leave you in there alone, or.
As Mordecai looks back, I'll give him a look and kind of nod to assure him that I'll be there in a minute.
Kind of nods and goes on through the door.
As everyone leaves, Meridius pulls his trident and he grabs it with both hands. And he closes his eyes and he tries to reach out and see if he can contact and feel any of his family.
Okay. So, I don't know if you've talked about what it does, like if it glows or not, but
the platinum blade glows like a light or a bright white color if they're responding to him.
Okay.
When he makes contact.
You see it kind of glow a little bit, but it kind of flickers and then goes back.
That's what I thought. He sticks it back on his back and he walks out of the room.
Okay.
And as he catches up to everybody else, he doesn't say anything. He just takes to the lead to lead them back out of the temple and catch up to where Maisie's at to try to get her also out of here.
As you guys get to the... Okay, go ahead.
Before we leave the antechamber where the little ooze was, can I pull up Kagan real quick? Kagan! Hey!
Yep.
Being sneaky all AF. Hey, you look like a strong chap, is that right? Are you
Absolutely
straight? Yeah. Okay. Can you hold me back? Hold me back real quick, okay? Just real sneaky like, okay? Like if like we're hugging, right? Bro hugs, okay? Kind of set myself, right? Okay, you got me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right. I'm going to mind link with the goo again. Because
Okay.
it's still, right? It's not doing anything?
It's still, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to mind link.
Okay. So as you do that, you reach out, and it's just like it's silent.
Did nothing?
You don't hear anything at the moment.
Okay. I bring it back.
So as you're bringing it back in, just roll, say, a perception check with it.
Okay. Perception. Normal. 60.
Nice.
Plus whatever.
An 18 total. All right. As you're coming back out of it, you hear slight echo. Doesn't sound to be like a word or anything that you can make out, just like the echo of a voice.
Okay. All right. I'm out. Hey, thanks, Kagan. Hey, man, you are a real, how you say, friendo. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. All right, cool. We should go before Meridius will yell at us. You'll understand. You're part of the party now. Okay, come on.
That was easy.
I mean, that's cool, right? Do you have anything? Like, you got like a wife and kids or anything? If you got a wife and kids, you should probably just duck out now. But like, I mean, like, you know, we get into some stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. There was this lady. I was like, and she was dying, and everyone was making fun of me. It was crazy. Like, come on, we can do stuff together.
We definitely should probably leave here before we talk about all that.
Yeah, quite right.
As they're walking out, Trix is just periodically checking her wings to see if they'll hold her weight so she can actually, do her little floaty thing.
So as Meridius gets back to you and you guys are walking out, it feels like the further you get away from that room, the more of a connection to your magical powers and your divine connections are restored to you. As by the time you get back out to the hallway there, with the long hallway with the trap in it, your wings begin to work again and you're floating up normally.
And she's gonna make a point to not be flying as high as she normally does, since there is a smaller person in the party now. So she's
got- we
gonna
gotta
try
cut-
to
we
be
gotta
the
put shorties
average
in the
height.
team.
Much appreciated.
She's not saying anything. She's just
She's just doing
doing
it.
it. Yeah.
Just doing it. All right. So as you guys get back to the very first chamber where the celestial was stationed, Maisie is there. She looks scared and especially startled when you come through the door. She kind of squeals a little bit, and then she's like, "Oh, it's you. The angel thing left, and I was worried."
Oh, it's dead.
Well, now,
The
come
angel?
on, Tricks.
It-
It's not dead. He became.
What would you
Uh,
call something dissolving into dust?
It was a radiant energy of a celestial justice. I mean, right?
He dead.
Right? And I wink, like real hard wink, like, right?
No, he's dead.
Is
He
is
did.
Maisie standing or sitting right now?
She was sitting, but she startled to her feet
Okay.
when you guys came through the door.
So Meridius walks over and puts a hand on her shoulder. It was a trick. Our reason for being here. A very bad group of individuals used us to gain a very evil power. They tricked the guild into getting past this celestial and doing their bidding.
What does that mean for Berkeley? Is he okay?
I don't know if they attacked the guild, but we've lost your team, the team those two were with, and then this celestial gave its life to try to stop what happened here. We need to get back to the guild and find out where to go from here. There are other temples like this.
There's more?
Apparently they drew all of the evil from them, potentially from this one, collected them with this device. And we don't know if the other celestials still stand that regarding those temples.
You see
Or
the
if they
color
fell
kind
as
of
well.
drain from her face as you're telling her this. But she still, she puts a hand against the wall, but she rolled a 19 plus whatever on Constitution saving throw, so she's still upright.
I will do my best to get you back to the guild safely. At least there you can choose to remain with the guild and pick up another party or go on with your life from there.
Okay.
But I must make this right, whether they all choose to follow me into this or not.
Okay. Where do we go next?
We must return to Berkeley, make sure that he's not dead.
Right.
Inform him of what happened. That 100,000 gold is definitely off the table.
I meant, do we climb back out of here? We came in through a different path.
We came in through the doorway on the other side of the room. From where we entered.
We came through here as well, but we came through a path through the Underdark.
Oh, we came from the desert down.
Oh, is it a safer route?
The route's safer to a point, there are a strange group of beings up there.
Right.
It's a bit dry too. Not great for the skin, you know.
She kind of puts her head down. She's thinking, going to the Underdark wasn't a walk in the park. I would say that we just got lucky. But there wasn't the chance of being dehydrated and dying that way in the sun.
Mm.
Meridius kind of smiles. As long as I have spell slots, no one here will die of dehydration.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's water entirely, so, you know. Yeah.
But it is up to the party which path we take back.
She kind of just looks around.
Listen, if you need to know what we need to do next, perhaps we can regroup. I know a place.
As long as we can rest for a long time, I'm your Huckleberry. Or D&D berry, anyway.
A
It's a small
dingleberry?
town outside of here. I don't know if you all heard. It's called Morsani.
Oh, man. Just here for kicks.
Yeah.
Almost every
Trix
town
is here
in
for
this-
kicks.
Almost every town in this realm, or this plane of existence, I should say, is new to me.
Me too. You should talk.
Well, perhaps you should follow me. I know the way.
Yep. Yep. I like it. Let's go.
DM, do another way?
You do know the way.
Okay, cool.
It is the path you kind of came in to this place,
Correct.
and
That's what I was assuming. I didn't want to assume too much.
you would have spent probably a little bit of time there in your travels to the temple. Is everybody following? Anybody
I'll follow
apprehensive?
along.
All right.
I'll follow along.
Trix is following. She's just along for the ride.
Okay,
I'm
you guys
gonna-
walk. Go ahead.
They're what's her name? Marianne
Maisie.
or whatever. Oh, it's Maisie. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I know he has terrible bed manners. I mean, honestly, this guy, he's a brute. But come on, it's okay.
Yeah, with the, I mean, really, those things that tried to like climb inside of our mouths.
Yeah,
That was the worst.
terrifying. Yes. I mean, really, it's just yeah. But don't worry. He's a good guy. We'll avoid all that. It's okay. Come on. All right.
As you guys
Safety
walk
in
back out the large double doors leading into the temple, look up, and you guys haven't been in here too terribly long. I mean, I know in D&D time we've been in here forever in multiple sessions, but literally you've been in here for maybe hours. So
D&D time.
so there's still sunlight coming down through the large opening. You're way down into this cavernous pit, with part of the temple exposed that you're walking out of. There's a precarious walk down further as Keegan leads you down deeper into the Underdark, and
We're
finally
going down.
you end up at a river that is a subterranean river that he kind of follows a path to the north. And you travel that way for probably a good 8 hours, I would say. before you guys get to a point where you're a little worn down and have to kind of sit down to rest for a little bit. You find a little nook off of the way from the little path that you're on. There's no like roadways down here that you see, but you get away from the river a little bit and find a little cavernous nook back in there. And what do you guys want to do?
Rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rix is gonna sit down and she's gonna ritually cast Identify on the various magic things she found.
Okay.
And it's gonna look goofy as hell because she's like got tools and like a magnifying glass and it's observing these things very in detailed way to identify what the items she has are.
She
So
sets
is it-
out all of her little things and starts casting this ritual, all the different little, maybe even some incense burning or something.
Nah, she's not an incense girly.
Candle. She's a candle
Oh.
girl.
Nah,
Candle, okay.
She's not.
Some aroma candles.
Sure.
Whatever she does.
Sure.
Whatever she does.
It's an artificer ritual, so it's not really ritually.
She pulls out her Game Boy and is tapping around on it. And that's how she gets.
She doesn't have her cannon now, so she doesn't have her Joy-Con.
Right, her Joy-Con's missing.
Just to beat a level of Tetris per item she found.
So as you cast it, it takes you like 10 minutes to cast it, and you
Yeah.
easily identify all the items.
Yeah, and she's looking at this cloak she's holding, and she's like,
Oh shit.
and she's gonna sit and debate, and debate, and debate.
Hey Spoofy, you want a new cloak?
Yeah. I this one is kind of getting a little worn down.
Here, this one will let you turn into a hellhound.
Damn.
Oh,
She's handing you a hellhound cloak, but she's not telling you everything.
you're just gonna leave me with that?
Yeah, it'll let you turn into a hellhound. You just gotta concentrate and then they talking. And you can change back like as a bonus action. In out of character speech.
It's a hellhound cloak, and I'm handing it to Spoofy. So have a hellhound cloak, Spoofy, but you only know the first paragraph.
You gotta figure the rest out as you go. So
It may be a dick move, but fuck, it's gonna be funny.
I love it.
So it is evening, right?
I would say, to be honest, I can't remember what time of day it was when you came down into the hole. I would have thought it would have been about midday. So you've been walking for about 8 hours, and you spent some time in the temple, and it's probably in the evening at this point. Yeah, it's hard to tell though because you're underground. So, which you're not. It doesn't affect you that much. So
Right.
not as much as the others.
So, since we're just sitting there and, not really being bombarded with mass amounts of light, I'm going to pull down my hood and take off my mask for the first time.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all haven't seen that he's a kobold.
Nope. This is the first time you guys see him pull back his hood and take off this mask. And before you, what do they see?
You will. I mean, obviously, you've seen my torso and everything. I'm a small stature creature, but you see a kind of elongated, not really a rectangular, but like it comes to like a slight little slant towards the end. Little snout. He is a red and white kobold. So his primary colors are red but he's got like underlines of white. Not really any other distinguishable kind of features. No hair or nothing. Just a simple. I'd say like the hair that he does have is probably like spiked back a little bit and messed up because of the mask. Oh, God, wearing that thing is such a pain sometimes.
I don't know why
Hey
you
there,
do it.
Doc. Hey, do you wear a mask under your mask?
Do I wear a mask under my mask?
Yeah.
I don't think so. This might have like an inner layer inside of it, for helping with like air filtration. But
Breathing. Yeah.
yeah, other than
Can
that, no.
you smile real quick for me?
You'll see him like get a big old grin, and like the tail end of his mouth up into his cheeks like curves pretty deeply. You just see all of his teeth like.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Well.
What?
I didn't know. I thought it was a, like you were like hideously deformed, but it turns out that you have a beautiful scaly face. The thing, I mean, you don't ask questions. It's like, what do they got under there? I don't know.
What did you think I was?
Well, I mean, a great spoofy, really
Just a little guy.
swell. Yeah, what she said. I don't know what she said. I don't listen most of the time. But
You mean
yeah.
to tell me that you never noticed the tail or the feet?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes like she's got the wings that are kind of far out. You know what I mean? Like I don't pay attention. Okay, listen, it's not like a personal thing. I just like, I just accept. But then you take the thing off and you're not deformed. I was expecting like scars and boils and stuff. It's okay. I just listen. I mean, like, great. Hey, Kaltesh, how you doing? It's great to meet you. Yeah, really great. Yes, there we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, I feel like I'm meeting a new man. Look at you, handsome. No boils or nothing. All right, this is great.
You just called me deformed.
No. You're not deformed. You are beautiful. Yes.
But you don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look, we got a new party member there in Kagan, huh? How about that? All kinds of new things going on.
Maisie is looking around, gathering up little pieces of maybe wood, plant life, dried out plant life, things that could catch fire. And is kind of putting it together to make a little campfire.
Very practical. That is. Yeah.
Putting some rocks around it and stuff. Mordecai sees this and goes over and starts helping her. And then she reaches out her hand to kind of light it. And he's like, "Ooh, let me look." And then he reaches out his hand and shoots out a blast of fire. It catches it on fire. And she's like, applauds. Very good. I didn't know you could do that. I just thought you cleaned up the place. Field full of talents, this one.
God dang, isn't that cute? It's like watching one of those little theatrical things that you see in the halls that are marked, one of those little theatrical hallmarks, you know what I mean? Gosh dang, that's cute. Look at those two. Isn't that nice?
Rix, do you have any idea what he's talking about?
I don't know, man. There's fire. That's
Is
all I
that-
know.
I wonder if I could lit it with a sacred flame. Do you think it'd be like a holy fire?
It might be a different color. Your ladies, you're with that Char lady. It might be this cool like black dark fire. That could be kind of cool, man.
Good. Good. We'll try it one of these days.
Worth a shot.
As you see Maisie and Mordecai kind of getting some food and preparing some food to eat over there, what little bit they might have in their packs and stuff like that, providing for anybody who is hungry there.
Oh, I can eat.
And if you guys don't have anything to discuss or anything anybody wants to do here, you guys can rest, or if you want to push on after this, you can. I mean,
We need a nap,
okay.
at least.
All right. Lead me. What are you guys doing? How do you want to do this?
Ellen's gonna use the bath.
Oh, Alan wants that. Okay.
I'm on watch.
Okay. All right. So Keltash is on watch
With
The
my
first
new
watch.
crossbow. Pointing at stuff. You know?
Anybody else or
I would say Spoofy's probably got
Yeah.
some of the vials that he picked up, and he's like kind of trying to look them over and examine the differences.
okay? You'll have to remind me all the different stuff that you collected.
Yeah, yeah.
I know you got some water there.
I was about to say,
from,
got some
from
goops
Telvair.
and some goops and some glops and all sorts of spoopy stuff. I did get a vial of some of the like slimy ooze stuff that we found in the room where that half dog was.
You did, yep. Mm-hmm.
Can I just leave a little asterisk there?
Sure.
There, Spoofy, if you go waving that stuff around, I would like to have taken notice of that. Just because Spoofy is reaching out to me, I feel like we have a connection now. And the goo stuff I'm interested in. So if I see that asterisk, Keltash is like, hey, there you go.
So as you get out the first vial of the slime, you're swishing it around, and Keltash sees you and comes over.
Hey there. Dr. Spoofy friend.
Yes.
Is that the stuff? Is that the stuff that I tried to?
Yeah, I would say it's of the same. I would say it's of the same variety, just not from the same source.
Okay, yeah, but it kind of all for one for all, right?
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. Will you do me a solid, okay? Not like that, but I mean not like the stuff in the vial, but I mean a rock solid, okay? If it ever does anything, you ever see it not being placid like it is, will you just let me know?
Is there a reason?
Not really. I mean, just I feel like I've got a invested interest in what's going on there. You know what I mean? I'm not looking to jump in again or anything like that. I just, it's will you just let me know?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Pat him on the back. All right. Great.
All right, you had a vial of slime, and then you had, I know you have a vial of, we'll call it Telvair water.
Telvair water.
The best brand of water.
And also, I believe I grabbed a vial of the Chimera's blood.
You did, yep.
And that's about all I can really think of at the moment that I grabbed.
Okay.
I've been
know
throwing vials left and right.
I don't know if you have any type of equipment out here to do any experiments on it.
No.
But just looking at it, it seems to be still all in liquid form. The blood is stoppered, I would imagine, so it's still liquid and hasn't congealed yet. And you got a little bit of the water, so it's still in there, and it's corked, so it's hopefully won't evaporate and sneak out of there. or anything.
You never know. We faced weird things so far, so can't be too careful.
So you look at them, but you can't discern anything from them at this time.
You know what it reminds me of is that what's that professor's name from Harry Potter when Aragorn dies and he's like, "Oh, I've got a vial around me somewhere," you know. Look, he just says like, "Oh, I got a vial for that. Yeah, here we go."
It's very rare. Yeah. So we know Keltash is taking first watch. I don't know if anybody else is doing anything else.
Yeah, I'll help him. I'll help him do first.
Okay, so first watch is Keltash and Keegan, and
I guess I'll do second watch.
all right, Spoofy
I'll join him.
and Trix, and third watch.
Toril and Meridius.
Sure.
I'll just take it by myself.
All right. All right. So if you two want to roll perception,
Perception.
Oh,
and if there's anything you two want to discuss, feel free to throw it in there. But if not, we'll skip on to the second watch. If nothing,
during
you guys
the
don't
evening
notice anything.
wind down period, Trix is gonna ask if anyone has a map of
16
this
plus-
general area.
22. God dang.
Yeah, that's good. Keltash, you're a little distracted by your new crossbow. Just kind of aiming it at things.
Dig 'em. Dig 'em.
So you don't pay a lot of attention. Keegan, you seem to be pretty dialed in and making a
buddy.
good walk of the perimeter, and you don't detect
I'm in-
anything.
I'm in full sentry mode.
Yeah. So before that happens, you were asking about a map. Does anybody have a
Yeah.
map?
Yeah.
I don't think anybody has a map in their
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, you're saying we're in the Underdark. I definitely don't have maps.
No, not of this
No, we're
area,
not in
of
the
like the
Underdark.
area surrounding the temple.
I mean,
Sorry,
I have the map that was given for getting us to the temple.
So that would be
Because
Wait, we're
probably
not in the Underdark, right?
a pretty good
'Cause I
map
was the
of
one-
Oss.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was the one that navigated us through the desert to get us to the temple.
If it has a decently widespread area on it, Trix would want to take a look at it.
You kind of compare what you you might have
I
even
thought you were talking
scribbled
about
down
for
what you
Underdark, and
saw.
that's why I didn't say anything.
And he shows you the map of Oss that he has. So just roll an investigation as you're kind of comparing the two.
Also 12?
12. It's not a hard check. They don't really line up exactly. Some of the dots would be, if you lay it on top of this, would be in the ocean. Some of them would just be in very weird spots off the map. It doesn't seem to line up with the map he has.
Duly noted.
Hmm?
Okay. Sorry
Alright,
to throw
so-
off the watch.
That's all right. First watch goes through. You don't detect anything. And feel free to stop me if you want to do anything or anything. But if not, I'll go on to the next watch. So second watch, Spoofy and Trix. If you guys want to roll perception,
23!
23, nice.
6.
6. Maybe you're still looking at those vials.
Nah, he's scoping out that cloak.
Yeah, the cloak. Maybe he turned himself into a hellhound and
Oh, madam.
he couldn't figure out how to change himself back or something. Who knows?
If you haven't looked at that item, Diz, you might want to.
I haven't looked at it yet.
It's cursed.
It's cursed. Well, I don't know if he's put
What?
it. He hasn't said he's
Jimmy,
put
you
it
don't
on
know
yet.
that.
You don't know that. You
It's
only know
hell
the
time
first
for you.
paragraph of the description.
at this point, he hasn't told me that he's equipped it or put it on or anything like that. So,
Okay.
DM, if the paladins don't know that a party member put on a cloak that turns them into a hellhound and they transform and the paladins smite them, do we oath break if we killed a hellhound?
it will be situational. Depends on how
Because
much knowledge you have of the situation.
Put it on.
Because I'm just
Was
saying,
the-
if
was
we
the
don't know
hellhound
and wake
aggressive
up,
toward you?
right? If we wake up to a hellhound, I mean, that seems like that needs to be smited.
Yeah, I have to use Baldur's Gate. It's,
Seems
thing.
like it
If
needs
you
to be
oath break, some random mysterious knight appears and says, "Hey, give me 1,000 gold and I'll restore your oath."
Wait, does that actually
Oh, it
It's-
happened. This man has broken his oath like what 3 times now.
Yeah, I mean it's Valden, so
It's Valden.
And
It
the
is
price
Valden.
increases every time you break your oath.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds about right.
We spend a lot of money. All right,
He's
so
at like 5,000 gold per.
second watch goes through. Tricks, you don't see anything. Spoofy, you definitely don't see anything. Third watch comes around, and Meridius.
That is an 18.
18. So you kind of walk the perimeter and don't notice anything. So the evening goes through uneventful, and you guys get the long rest. So in some games they don't give you a long rest unless you're in like a city or something, or an inn, or someplace. But
Ooh,
I think that's a little intense.
Really?
like camping.
But listen, if you're a
So-
band of hobos, you could just sleep anywhere.
Exactly. Some people can sleep anywhere. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
Especially if you're tired enough. All right. So you guys wake up the next morning. The fire is burned out, and a little stiff from sleeping on just the stone floors of this cavern. But other than that, you feel refreshed, and you feel the effects from that room have diminished greatly. So you have more of a connection back to the arcane abilities and the divine connections that you had before.
After I've woken everybody up for that morning, I'd like to pull the orb out and see if I can't get a hold of Berkeley.
Okay. So you pull up the orb and try to connect. You wait a minute. Nothing. You wait 5 minutes. Still no reply. You wait 10 minutes. Still nothing.
So I put the orb back in the pack. I go over to Maisie. May not be the best of ideas to take you back to the guild hall. Berkeley's unresponsive.
I think that's a great reason for us to go back.
I meant to leave you there. I'm
True.
not saying we shouldn't go to see that everything's okay.
We'll have to see, yeah, and then decisions can be made from there. You know how he is. He's fumbling around with that thing anyway.
This is true. He doesn't know how to shut it off for sure.
He probably lost it.
Probably true.
All right, so you guys pack up your gear, the stuff that you got out, and Keegan starts leading you forward on down the river here. And it's another almost full day's worth of travel down past the river. You guys might stop a couple times just for some breaks. But towards the end of the day of the travel there, you see these stone gates that's just kind of cut out of the rock up ahead, and a couple of small humanoid figures on either side of the gate. And through the gate, which stands open at the moment, you see quite a few humanoids kind of moving about here and there. As you approach closer, the river actually runs through the main gate. And there's enough room on either side to walk through the gate as well, but the river runs through it. It's not like a tremendously large, like wide river, that goes through here. But it's enough where it would be, you'd have to swim across it a little bit to get to the other side. So, as you approach closer, you notice that these humanoids, you thought that they were just small in the distance, but as you approach closer, they're just small in general. They're about 3 foot or so high, gray-skinned, bald, white beards, pretty neatly kept white beards, but still just white beards of different styles, and they're holding strange-looking weapons. At first, you can't make them out, but as you get closer, it looked like some type of projectile weapon. I think you guys most of you would probably be familiar with them. Firearms. They look like they have some rifles.
Oh, Trix is definitely eyeing those.
They don't immediately take aim on you or anything, but you see them kind of turn back and are saying something through the gates. And as you get closer, you notice a larger presence of these guys. There's a few more that are just inside the gate now, holding position, but still not taking aim at you. And as you get closer, one of them says, I recognize you. Don't remember the name, but dwarf, I remember you. You left here just yesterday.
Yes, it's me, Keegan. Hello.
Proceed on through. Make sure your companions don't cause any trouble.
I would never.
I'll look back at him. Kind of give him a wink.
As you guys kind of pass through the gate,
I wouldn't mind holding up, talking a little projectile shop talk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
hey, look at this bad boy. Yeah.
All right.
There.
So
One with the
Keltish kind of hangs back as the rest of you kind of walk through, and I'll describe what everybody sees in here, and then we'll come back to you. So as you walk in, the cavern opens up very wide inside of here. The river still runs down in the middle, and you see what looks like this large pointed rock in the middle that kind of points down at the river, and 2 tunnels that kind of spiral upwards from there vertically. As you look at the river coming down through here, there is a number of small bridge, different sizes of bridges that kind of connect from side to side, so you can easily make your way to one of those bridges and go across. There's a number of buildings down here on either side. The buildings are kind of crudely made out of stone and dusty. The floor is dusty, but it is like a cobblestone type of street, so it is stonework that's been done. It's just been maybe not the best taken care of at this level. As you kind of move a little further deeper in, you see all kinds of these darker skinned small humanoids that some of you may know as deep gnomes. Moving about to and fro. That's the predominant race that's down here, but you do see some taller humanoids here and there. Maybe a human or a half elf here or there, but very rare and in between, few and far in between there. Maybe a dwarf that kind of would tower over these guys, but you know, at 5 foot. Let's see, and a number of like carts and wagons are moving to and fro down here, and you hear just this cacophony of sound of what sounds like stones being hit by hammers and cracking, wagon wheels hitting on the stone, and it just echoes off the wall of this cavern. All of these voices kind of yelling and talking here and there, and it's just this loud noise in here that it makes it where you can barely just hear yourself think at this point.
Greg says her hands over her ears.
Yeah. As you look at the tunnels that kind of go upwards in spirals, you notice there are like rings going up each tunnel at different levels. They look like platforms almost, but they go around the perimeter of these tunnels going upwards. And then there are some spiral staircases that you can see kind of going up to different levels and stuff, but you also see these large groupings of cables coming down from as far as you can see up. Just kind of, they look like they hang from the darkness. They're coming down, and as for each of the 2 tunnels, you see these metal cart-like platforms attached to these cables being pulled upwards, and some being lowered downwards. Some you see with humanoid figures on them. Some you see with goods and maybe some of these carts. That's about it. Is there anything else you guys are looking for in particularly?
I am, but I'm not with the party.
Okay, so Keltash, we'll go back to you real quick, and as you walk up to the guard there.
What ho? Hey, look at your fancy pieces. Look at this thing. Just got it. My friend Trick's there. See there with the yeah. That's just gave it to me. How do you like that?
That's nice. Yeah. We switched out to firearms a number of years ago.
Do you know I see that? What's going on here? Why don't you tell me more? That looks pretty sophisticated.
This is just standard issue. Any of the tinkerers can make these things.
Oh, really now? Can the tinkers make some things, right? Look, let me square away with you, okay? And I show him the badge. I'm also City Watch, all right? So let's level, right? How good are those things? Are they better than the trusty old crossbow? I mean, you've had them for years. Surely you've put them through their paces.
Make a persuasion check there.
So good.
Yeah, I may not be good at it, Keltash, but Russ is here to make the persuasions. Well, maybe I'm not. But anyway, here we go. Okay, it's not great.
I love how it teeters on that 14 and falls on 6. I'm actually on duty right now, but if you want to get up with me later, most of us guys just go over to the pub there and hang out. If you want to talk then.
Yeah, you say the pub there. You're talking about, and I'm like pointing, like as if he gestured somewhere.
Yeah, just down there, the Flawless River Pub.
That's a great pub. Wow, I love it. This whole river runs through it thing here. I'm thinking like swishing blonde hair and fishing some trout out of the. Anyway, okay, that must be topside stuff. Okay, all right, I'll see you guys there. Okay, the Flawless. Yeah, all right.
As you continue on in, and you're just kind of met with this sound that just almost is like a wall. Yeah. It's just work is being done down here. Okay.
Working man.
All right, so as you guys are entering the town here, it's 11 right now, so I guess we'll stop here and let you guys figure out exactly what you want to do in this town, or we'll let you guys think about that for a little while, and then when we come back in 2 weeks, then you guys can explore the town, or you can guys just move on, whatever you want to do. So Hey, Judgy, I see you there in the chat. If you missed it earlier, Telver turned into water, and so
Yeah, he melted.
fun times.
And Spoofy has a vial of you.
So
I got you, buddy.
yeah,
Hey there, water boy.
nice.
Hoodlums
All
and
right.
hooligans, all of ya.
So hopefully next time we'll get Baker's camera fixed, and we can
Yes.
see his pretty mug on here. And I guess usually we just go around the room and go over the streaming stuff. So we are with Nerdicopia Network, me and Clan Diesel. Clan Diesel not here tonight, but we'll probably not have any streams coming up this coming week. So it may be the following week before we get back on. We have a retro game show on Monday nights and a little talk show that we've tried to do, but life is just against us on doing it lately. So we will get back to it. We do love it and have fun with it. We miss it. So it's 3 Old Men and it's on Thursday nights. So feel free to stop in there, and we'll probably get back to that not this coming week, but the week after. So all right, Buck, what do you got going on?
Well, been running a lot of 7 Days to Die lately, trying to get back to what we lost. So been running that on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting at 11 a.m. Central Time, and running until about 5 or 6 p.m. Depending on how I'm doing physically around that time frame. And then, of course, I've got Edar, Realm of Dragons, that I campaign, which will be next Saturday at 7 Central, since we're keeping everything Central Time for what I'm saying. So it'll be 7 p.m. Central Time next Saturday. That's pretty much what I got going on for now, since 3 Old Men is on a hiatus, because Diz already said so. Sad times.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, it may happen
we know
Thursday,
why.
but you know,
we know
yeah,
why though. Yeah.
yeah.
So
But I'm
it's
gonna
fine.
say it's probably the next week is probably a safe bet. So we're a little low on streamers tonight. So Timmy, are you doing anything with the streaming?
So I've also been on hiatus the past couple weeks. Very similar. Life has kind of just kept smacking me down. The plan is to get back up and running this week. Our typical schedule is Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm trying to implement Fridays into that schedule also. So we'll kind of see how that goes along. We ran some Baldur's Gate the last time. Lord, it's been so long, and there's so many characters, I don't even know who the hell I'm playing anymore. So, yeah.
Who's the hot tiefling?
Was she the bard or?
No, shit.
See,
I don't
I don't remember. If you
How
did
many
not-
tiefling characters? Paladin, tiefling paladin. That's right.
That's right.
Yes,
that's
that
right.
one.
It's not how many tieflings I have. It's how many characters I'm currently playing, both single and multiplayer. It's a lot. So yeah, I'd love to see everybody come out and just hang out with us. Normally it's a good time. Thankfully it's not very trauma-inducing like some other games, you know. But yeah, don't give me that look. I said what I said.
All right. So thank everybody for the subs tonight. All the gifted subs. I'm sure everybody in the community appreciates that. And we should be back here in 2 weeks, I would imagine. Yeah, it is so it is just the but we'll be back on the 24th. So if nothing else, come back and hang out with us for some more D&D then. So until then, I guess I'll have to say some outro because, you know, Glenn Diesel's not here with us tonight. So I don't know. Oh God, this is really tough. I feel bad for him now for putting him on the spot for all these years.
I stand by my merch suggestion of not actually heroes. Insert catchphrase here.
Okay. I do like that. Yeah. So, we'll say not actually heroes. Catchphrase here. That's literally
Insert
what she said.
catchphrase here.
Insert catchphrase here. All right. We'll see you guys next time. So, bye.